Hello guys, how are y'all doing today? Hopefully we're doing good. Alright, today we get to start the 3.1 story, which pretty much I think anyone and everyone I know is pretty much done except for me, so finally we get to start and I can avoid spoilers. Hopefully we can get some of it started because I cannot avoid any more spoilers for very much longer because people are kind of talking about it a whole lot because I've heard from my friends that it's very long, very sad, apparently complicated. So I have to start playing it or else I'm gonna be stuck here trying to avoid people's discussion about it forever, and it's not gonna be very good for me because I'm not very good with not avoiding things. So let's get into it. I don't actually know how much we'll get done today, but we have to at least get more than what we got done on the first day for Triple Z, because otherwise we're gonna be stuck here forever. And I don't want to be stuck here forever. So, let's go. Oh. That is not the ground. Okay, great. I was not about to hit the ground. Perfect. Must I go to class? Is this what this is? I must attend the class. Hey, there's a new character.
次はロイ人の3期神話における第2期、つまりドライブ期についてよ。
I just realized because the quality I have it is low, you actually can't see her like name tag, but we get the point. This is a new character! Yay!
表現では太陽の化身バルドルが外来の神フベズルングを封印し永遠の眠りに落ちた。さて、ニボラさん、続きを頼むわ。
Oh, there's the orange hair girl. I'm assuming she's a student and she's sitting in the chair.
自分の剣で名式をストライダーゲートの後ろに封印しました。エクソストライダーと名式はラハイロイの奥深くにあるストライダーゲートから同時に降り立ち激しい戦いを繰り広げます。
I'm just trying to adjust the volume a little bit because I have the volume, or not the volume, but the music a lot quieter in this game compared to other games.
の力は一度つき名式に破りかけました。しかしエクソストライダーのドライブから
Wow.
一発でまばゆい光が現れます。
This is hysterical. The first, like, 4 minutes into the game, we get, like, every single character shown to mankind. Hello, Nobu. We got Amos right there. We got the blue hair girl in the top hat. We got even the orange hair with all the braids. We got like everyone that hasn't came out yet as a playable character. Yeah, we've got we've got pretty much everyone. We got the character that's in this update that you can pull for. The 2 future characters are also here. Dang, we get everyone.
初めて見る顔ね。今から4つの学部の単位を全部取るのは大変よ。勉強漬けの毎日にようこそ。
この前の今まで見つけられなかったけど
まだお礼を言ってなかったね、エイメス。
I was gonna say something and then I don't remember what I was gonna say.
何のお礼？
It's fine. I will remember when I do.
名式の巨岩のいる空間で私を助けてくれたことだよ。そうだっけ？ごめんね、覚えてないかも。嘘をついているようには見えない。でも
Great. It's complicated, isn't
的
it?
確者の漂白者さんね。
Some weird stuff's going on.
何笑ってるの？
Who knows?
いや、ただその姿にちょっと慣れなくて。ほら、何か足りないような気がするの。制服を着てないからかな。
Oh, what was I gonna say? They're doing the...
手際が悪いよね。
I know they've been doing it
まだ用意
since,
できてないなんて。
since the new update for the area for like 3.0, but like they're doing this thing where you make it like the top part and the bottom part of the screen like more narrow, so it looks like a cutscene, which I think that's kind of weird that they're doing that, but yeah, it's whatever. I guess it's the easiest way to distinguish it, but they didn't do it before, so shrug my shoulders.
ちょっと休憩してきます。
Oh, there we go. We got them right there.
漂白者さん、授業は真面目に聞くのよ。終わったら私のところに来なさい。
See, look, we have literally everyone. I wonder if we get these two in the next update, I wonder. Since they're showing up in this cutscene here. Well, one of them's a student, one of them's a professor, so that's makes our lives easier. I might pull for the blue hair girl. I'm not sure, but I just like her outfit. It's very pretty, so we'll see.
ニボラさん、黄昏期の永遠の冬から続けて。
Well, it's very awkward when you can see someone and no one else can see them.
シグリカ、図書館まで一緒に行かない？いいよ。そうだ。
Also, why would she braid her hair in so many segments like that? Also, she has pointy ears. Oh, is she an elf or something? Because I just realized her ears are pointy. But other than that, sorry, I was saying, why would you like braid your hair in so many segments at the back? I mean, like, it kind of looks funny from the back, but from the front, at least, it doesn't look too bad because it looks like you have the front two, and then you have like the big, the kind of like the big hair at the back. But then like when you look from the back side, it looks weird because all the parts in the back are all just braided. It's a little bit weird.
漂白者さん、さっきは何かあったのでしょう？ エイメスという女の子が急に教室を出て行ったと？ まさかこんな形で彼女の名前を耳にするなんて。
Oh, well, the name seems
もしか
familiar
す
to
ると
someone.
君は幽霊に出くわしたのかもしれないわ。 教室にいた子の中で彼女が見えていたのは君だけよ。ルシラー学園長は彼女について何を知ってるの？ラベル学部で過ごしていればいずれ耳に入るでしょう。まあ十数年前の学生だけど。昔エイメスという名前のエクソストライダーの適格者がいたのよ。成績も人当たりも良かったから彼女を気に入っている教授も少なくなかった。でも十数年前の操縦授業で突然姿を消してしまった。
That just doesn't happen. That's just a bit sus.
他の学生とコックピットシミュレーターに入ったのに、開けると彼女の姿はなかったの。興味があるようね。彼女を探すつもりかしら？助けてもらったね。これでまた謎が増えたわ。
I feel like this is gonna get real complicated real fast because you have a person who basically now exists only that we can see. Clearly, this person existed at some point where everyone could see her. Something happened to her where she basically just up and disappeared. And yeah. This sounds really complicated. I feel like this is going to get real complicated real fast. Hopefully they tell things in order, because if they don't do it in order, I'm going to have to use my big brain to put things together in the right order. Or hopefully they'll give me a clue. Otherwise, this is not going to be fun.
何年も行方不明になり、亡くなったと思われた人がど
Or
ういう
hopefully
わ
they
けか
use
学園にい
age
た。
differences to
果たし
help
て
me
君
with
の
it,
妄想な
because
のか、
that would be very
それ
helpful
と
too.
も裏があるのか。結論がとても気になるわね。エイメスはシンクロリンク訓練場で失踪したわ。当時彼女が乗っていたシミュレーターはそこにある。興味があるなら行ってみなさい。彼女を探すために学園も随分と骨を折ったものよ。もっとも収穫はなかったけれど。今まで通りサプライズをもたらしてくれることを期待しているわ。
Oh, we have to start Chapter 3, Act 3.
太陽の精霊がどうしてこんなところに？
Oh, dude.
太陽の精霊が訓練場の中に。
Oh, can I wait? That isn't a.
風とともに
Oh, it is a platform. Oh, well, that is very awkward. Oh, lol! It's the thing that we do the funny game mode in. Haha. It's not haha, but they're using it as the same one. Oh.
周波数の流出が加速してる。
Robot. Very not fun. Well. Hey!
はあ、や やっぱりまだ不安定だね。具合はどう？
なんとか。あのメカスカウトが離れたら流出の速度が遅くなった。
That's kind of shit. Bro, I don't need more of my frequency just zapped away from me, man. I already got it from Worm and then down this thing? Jesus! I need to be put in a box!
メカスカウトから感じた周波数、穂波氏の裂け目から感じたものとよく似ていた。
Oh, the weird rift space. Which technically Ameth was in that rift space, so... Ah, no! Oh, I mean, she also pilots a mech. She can also turn into a mech for her attacks. So I don't know if her turning into a mech and then her piloting a mech is two different types of mechs. So we'll see.
やつはエーメスを見て離れていった。2回も助けられたのに、あなたのことが何もわからない。十数年前に消えたエクソストライダーの適格者だとは学園から聞いたけど。
Man, we pulled the 10-year gap.
それと、その手。
Oh, these little dudes are so cute.
今の私はエクソストライダーの適格者なんかじゃないよ。私はエクソストライダーの共鳴者なの。ただとっくに死んじゃってデジタルゴーストになってるけどね。
Bro, you say it like that, but it's complicated.
十数年前、地下の封印が壊されてからストライダーゲートの向こう側にいた名式が上にあるラハイロイを飲み込もうとしていたの。
Ah, because we always love that.
当時の私はただの学生だったわ。エクソストライダーとの同調率も 100% までいかなかった。でも状況が状況だったし仕方なかったの。エクソストライダーの眠りが長かったから、
I see. We
少し
said
強引なやり方を
we
試す
got
しかなかっ
this.
た。
We'll go ham on emergency situation. Oh, her Tesla mark is in the heart. Wow, the first time the game has said, "Let me zoom in for you."
つまり、オーバークロックして共鳴を試みたの。
そうよ、すごいでしょ。一瞬だけど目覚めさせたわ。
Oh, the mech that's in the snow area that we saw in the trailer at the beginning of the area.
それで完全に名式を封印して一段落したの。おかげでみんな死なずに済んだ。だけど私の体は限界を迎えて引きちぎられたわ。まあ死んだとはいえまだ存在してる。こんな形だけど。それにもう誰にも私は見えてない。今のあなたを除いてね。あなたが見えるようになったのはこれのおかげ。ドライブのコアよ。エクソストライダーに依存してる今の私にとってそれは心臓とも言える存在。デジタルゴーストになってからずっと私は自分の存在を取り戻して再び現実で生きることを諦めてない。まだやるべきことがある。エクソストライダーの完全な共鳴者にならないといけないの。
I know we're getting some more information now, but we're not getting in detail, so I'm just waiting for someone to say, by the way, here's it in full detail, every single thing. So have fun reading it. Well, not reading it, but you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna just proceed to be sad, probably. Because everyone's like, you're gonna be sad during this update. And I was like, I swear, please not.
長い間、私はコアで自分の力を強めてきたの。太陽
No
の
more
精霊た
sad
ちに
things
助け
for
られ
me,
ながらね。
please.
そのコアは今、あなたのもとにある。だから、私が見えるようになったんじゃないかな。
Oh, that's why we can see her now. Because we got funny thing. Also, not that I don't trust myself, but she's like, this is basically like the equivalent of my heart, by the way, so cool, have fun. And I'm like, don't drop it, don't lose it.
もしかしてドライブが落ちてきた時から。
そう、あの時からそのコアはエナジーとしてあなたの体に保存されてる。こうや
Oh,
って
so
権限させるの
what
は
happened
初めて
during
よ。
Mornay's updates
す
when
ぐには
the
方
when the
法
thing
もわからなか
crashed,
ったし。
which is not very fun.
瀕死のモーニエを助けてくれた少女っていうのはエイメスなんだね。
あの後輩はあなたと仲が良かったし、何回か話したことがあるから助けてあげたの。
後輩、やっぱり私は昔からモーニエのことを。
Man, amnesia really hurts us real hard. I feel like in this case with Amos, amnesia really also hits hard in this case, which also is not very fun. Who knew for once amnesia is like the bane of my existence?
言い忘れてた。モーニエ教授を助けた時のあなた、とってもかっこよかったわ。冗談はここまで。でも、
So what
私は
happened?
本気。
Okay,
どん
so
な時でも
TLDR
あ
so
なたが
far
人に手を差し伸べ
is
ると分かっ
that
ていた。
Amos
誰かを
like,
救える
oh
なん
yeah,
て本当にすご
I'm
い
gonna
こ
let
と
her
よ。
finish talking first. Sorry. I don't want to over talk over her, then it's kind of awkward. Basically, TLDR is that Amos, like, when, like, 10 years ago, basically, Therian, was about to suck the entirety, Lahairoi, basically, and then she's like, alright, since it's an emergency situation, I'm gonna pilot Big Mech, which is, the Big Mech that's currently sleeping and frozen in the cold wasteland. And so she's like, yeah, I'm not very good at this quite yet, but you know, I'll do it. It's an emergency situation. So she did it. Everything okay. It was fine. But because she overdid it, basically, her trying to resonate with the mech basically tore her body apart, and she just said, poof, I don't exist anymore. But then afterwards she tried to, you know, reform her body, but now she's like basically a ghost and kind of invisible now. So she's kind of just like floating around. The only reason why we can see her is because we have, what's it called? I forget what's the core called. Let me scroll back. What's it called? The Exostratus reactor core, because we have it now. She's like, it's basically like the heart, like her heart. So because we have it with us, we can actually see her now. So yeah. I was mid MH Rise battle finished, so can pay attention now. It's all good. So yeah, that's the TLDR so far of what happened. So we're trying to figure out exactly what's kind of going on. She also was there to witness the entire thing that happened last update with Mornay. So we kind of figured out that she was the one who saved Mornay during the last update. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have so far.
ドライブのコアの話に戻るわ。この件はシギルム、つまりさっきあなたを襲ったメカスカウトとも関係してる。
Oh yeah, we did get attacked by a mech. That too. If you weren't there, that's the mech that they're talking about. Oh well, but she says that right here. Never
あれ
mind.
はあなたが遭遇したボイドワームと似てるわ。大部分はエクソストライダーのパーツで作られた機械の造物。でも名式のボイドマターに汚染されてる。
Interesting.
私はあれに力の一部を奪われたせいで存在探しが一時的に中断されてしまった。今はコアも奪う目標になってるみたいだわ。
Well, that's very fun. Hello, Ab. How are you doing? We are finally starting.
エクソストライダーとその力を持つ私が消えない限り消滅させることは不可能。これは同じ力を持つ私にしかできない。
Very fun. I'm good, just vibing. That is good.
接触によって周波数が失われていく症状もシギルムを倒せば治るはずよ。
Very fun.
そして私は力を取り戻せる。
Well, that's very awkward when this thing, the only way for it not to exist is if she beats it, or she just doesn't exist. How are you? I'm doing good. I finally get to play the update, which I'm happy about.
あいつのせいであなたがコアを持ってる今も私は不安
Because
定のまま。
from what I've been told by my friends who have played the update, is that it's very long, it's very complicated, and it's very sad. So a lot of people have been discussing the story now that the majority of people have finished playing it, kind of more in detailed, and I'm kind of just like, great, people are having discussion and I love it. That means I get to read about it after I finish playing it, but I'm like, I need to start now or else I'm gonna be, having spoilers left and right. Because before it was easier because everyone was playing and I just avoid, like watching playthroughs or clips on YouTube or on Twitter or wherever. That's easy. I can just scroll past it or don't click on it. But now people are like talking about it and I'm just like, there's more things than I can avoid. In other words, we curse Seoji again. True.
協力してくれる？コアは今あなたの手にあるし、ドライブも落ちた以上、私一人の力じゃどうしようもなくって。
Again, when people ask me for help, what am I to say? No? Like, what do you mean,
あなた
man?
が持ってるとコアの運転スピードも速くなるみたいね。
まだ全てを打ち明けてくれたわけではないと思う。でも私や多くの人を助けてくれたのは事実だから、私はあなたを信じて協力する。具体的に何をすればいいの？
It's okay, I'm pretty sure she'll tell us this stuff later. And then I will be sedge about it, probably. Usually when people don't tell me things, it's because it's either for good reason or I'm being lied to.
存在とはこの世界で生きていた痕跡。それを誰かが思い出して話題にして見つけてくれたらいい。
I wonder if I can auto
私が生きてた
this.
頃に行った場所にはきっと何か残ってるはず。当時は稼働していたドライブを頼りに周波数を記録して取り戻してたわ。今まではこの子たちが助けてくれてたの。これからもきっと導いてくれるわ。簡単でしょ？コアを持って 私と太陽の精霊に従いながら私と縁のある場所に行けばいいの。
わかった。
それじゃ先にお礼を言っておくわ。優しいお隣さん。太陽の精霊はエレベーターの下の方へ行ったわ。私たちも続きましょう。
その前にまずはモーニエに連絡しておきたい。ドライブは長い間ラハイロイの太陽だったからね。そのコアを使う以上学園に知らせ。
I'm not letting people finish.
エイメスには気になる点がある。私たちの出会い、デジタルゴーストになってから何をしていたのか、それとなぜシギルムに力を奪われたのか。ゴーストになってから何年も経ってるのに今の精神状態を保ってるくらいだ。何かしら考えがあるはず。そう簡単に教えてはもらえないと思うけど、どこかでタイミングがあれば聞いてみよう。
どうしましたか、先輩。エクソストライダーのドライブが落ちてもコアは残っているのですね。もし修復に関わる重要なものならエクソストライダーに返した方がいいでしょう。スタートーチ学園とロイジンの共通認識でもありますから。しかし先輩の言う通り研究員がコアに興味を示すのは自然なもの。
モーニエ。
しばらく会わないうちに訓練場で暴れていたなんて驚いたわ。後始末は私の方でするわ。君は自由に動いてちょうだい。
私とモーニエの通信を傍受してたの？
私たちは君を重要視しているの。当然動きには気を配ってるわ。
私たちとは
もちろんスペーストレックコレクティブよ。そう、青春の邪魔になるようなめんどくさい大人とでも思ってちょうだい。研究員と学園のコアに対する意見は私が何とかする。ことがことだけに私の話を聞いてくれるでしょう。ただし用事が済んだらコアをエクソストライダーに戻すのよ、漂白者さん。モーニエには伝えなかったけど前に話したエイメスという子と関係してるのでしょ。
質問が多いね、ルシラー学園長。通信を傍受しておきながら喜んで話すと思った？
悪かったわ。エクソストライダーと関係してると思ったら学園の責任者として焦りが出てしまってね。それにウォーレンのこともあったでしょ。現在公共路線の安全レベルを引き上げてるわ。もう二度とこんな問題が起きないように。お詫びに必要そうな権限を全て付与しておいたわ。リンクドスパインの往復や
Maybe
内
I'm
部の
not
資料
gonna
ベー
like
ス
her
の閲覧、
because so far
学
I
園の
don't
装
like
備
her.
の使用、文字
But I
通り
guess she's
全てよ。
doing
二人
her
の通信
job,
に横や
question
りを入れた
mark.
こと
I
は
don't know. I
モー
feel
ニー
like it's
教
a
授
bit
にも
of
謝
doing
っ
her
てくれわ。
job and other things.
研究員の経費を追加しておきましょう。これで少しは機嫌が良くなったかしら、漂白者さん。
どうしてコレクティブが私たちの行動を支持するの？
知ってるとは思うけど、かつて君がラハイロイで活動していた時もエクソストライダーと何らかのつながりがあったからよ。
Because of
黄昏
course.
歴、ロイ人の神話で語られている栄東の終焉、名式アレフ1の脅威が増しつつある今、エクソストライダーには一日でも早く目覚めてもらう必要があるの。そのためにもドライブのコアは役立つはず。その点において君は必ず私たちの人間の味方でいてくれると信じてるわ。必要があれば連絡してちょうだい、漂白者さん。もちろんただのおしゃべりも歓迎よ。
太陽の精霊が示した一つ目の場所は行動の方ね。
Okay, I need to fix my seating position before I sit too long like this. people already bugging me. What?
もうすぐ控えの祝典で行動でイベントが開催されるはずよ。その頃には試験も終わってちょうど休みのはず。はあ、休みか。いい響きね。
ついてこられるか。
Run my tush this way. Whee! No, I'm just gonna jump over things because that makes things faster.
だから言ったでしょ。フリートスノーフラフが好きなファンは今から言ったでしょ。フリートスノーフラフ。
Alright. Bombard people.
すみません。あなたもフリートスノーフラフファンクラブのイベントに参加する予定ですか？行動の会場は準備中ですが、終わり次第いつでも歓迎しますよ。
ラハイロイの学園シンガーだよ。ネットでしか活動してないけど、とっても人気なんだ。
でもサイトは十数年間更新されてないんです。最後のサンプルを残したきりそのままに。
まあ落ち込む必要はないでしょう。普通に卒業したんだろうし。学園は出て別の場所で働いているだけかも
Oh,
しれないよ。
she also
顔を見せないのはフ
ate
ァンたちとあんまり深く関わりたくないからじゃないかな。それに私たちは歌が好きでファンになったんだしさ。ほら、せっかくだし聞いていってよ。私も新入生なんだけど、聞いたらすぐ好きになっちゃったんだ。
なかなかいいポスターね。ファンクラブか。みんなが楽しめるならいいんじゃないかな。それじゃ太陽の精霊を追って行動に行きましょう。
だから言ったでし
she
ょ。
also
フリー
is
トスノ
singer
ーフ
and
ラフが
has
好
a
きなファ
fan
ンは
club.
今も
Lol.
たくさん。
Just crawl onto the wall. I meant to just walk up next to the wall. Oops.
何回もボツを出したけど、ようやく
ファンクラブの記念品が間に合った。よかった。
どうしたの？習慣かな。みんなと挨拶したり話をしたり講義や部活に出たりしてると今も生きてるように感じるの。そうでもしないと人間としての自分を忘れちゃいそうだから、私なりの自己暗示ね。
フリートスノーフラフ？
ええ、私のことよ。リアルでハンドルネームを呼ばれるのはちょっと恥ずかしいけど。
I think I picked up on that faster than before.
別の顔もあったんだね。
ちょっとした趣味だけどね。撮影もゲームも好きだし、友達と一緒に映画を見るのも好きだったから。思ったの。学生でいられるのってほんの数年でしょ？別に研究で成果を出したかったわけでもないし、思う存分学園生活を楽しもうと思ってね。いろんな趣味を見つけて楽しそうなことを全部経験したかったの。楽しくてリラックスできる毎日を過ごしたかったから。
I'm not gonna be that person, but I feel like they're trying to set this up
まさ
and
かこうして
you know get us to know her better, which is
十数年も学生をやって
good
るなんて
because you know plot. But then they're gonna be like, here's some sad
もしかしたら
stuff,
私
by the way,
一
later,
生
and I'm gonna be
卒業
like,
できなかったり。
Bleh, why would you do this? You're showing me all the chill stuff, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, it's actually really depressing, by the way.
そうだといいけど、人は支え
Also, my
なし
neck
じゃ
is
生
already
きていけな
dying.
い
It's
し、
just not very
希望
fun.
は必要ね。でも何年も前の話なのに、私の歌を好きでいてくれる人がいるのは
Nope. I was gonna say, is it something else that I did to fuck up my neck? And
こ
then I
の
was like,
歌は
nope.
自分を
It's
表
something
現
else.
するために書いたものなの。こんなにたくさんの人に聞いてもらえるとは思わなかったけどね。ただ誰かに共感してもらえたり、ぬくもりや痛みを感じてもらえたりしたなら嬉しいわ。聞こえた？今行動で流れてる歌が未完成
Actually,
のまま
stand and
サイトに置い
stretch.
たものなの。
Okay, I'll stand and stretch then. I'll just disappear for a minute.
こうなるって分かってたら、例
And
の訓
I'm
練
still
に
gonna
行く
be
前
here.
に
I'm
完
just
成
gonna
さ
actually
せた
just
んだ
stand
けど。
up. I'm just gonna turn off my
これじゃ
model
急ぐね。
because then I'm just not gonna exist. Or I'm gonna exist in a really weird position when I stand up.
そろそろ行きましょう。太陽の精霊が呼んでるわ。
Okay, there we go. I actually stood up this time. These little guys are so cute. I love them. They're so adorable. Do we get a cutscene? Oh no!
あれがラベル学部の代表なの？随分と大胆な発言だね。
I was gonna say, oh no, I have to click things.
宇宙冒険部の部員募集みたいな新入生の講演だったな。教授の顔が青くなってたぞ。
Oh.
でも内容はすごかったよ。私たちには誰よりも強い欲望
I was
と
gonna
野心があるから。
say, I
再び
was
宇宙
gonna
に
talk
足を
about
踏み入
something,
れ
but
た
I
いっ
was
て
like,
思って
I
るんで
don't
しょ？
really have anything interesting to talk about today. Because nothing really happened that was much out of the ordinary for me to talk about. Oh, I gotta hold buttons again.
エイメス、確か彼女は同調率テストの結果が高かったはず。もしかしたら今年はエクソストライダーのパイロットが誕生するかもしれないぞ。
どうかしら。あの子の噂聞いた？趣味が広いとか言われてるみたいだけど、それってただの飽き性じゃないの？
だとしても優秀だ。違うか。彼女に必要なのはわずかな導き。
It's what I intended when we made that routine to make you stand and do stretches like actual yoga to help the chiropractor not yell at me. Not true. Actually stand up and stretch. The yoga stretching.
いつか星の海を泳いで、あの冷たくも美しい本当の宇宙に触れられますように。私の講演は以上です。これ以上話してると今年の単位が危ないので。スタートーチ学園に入学できて本当に嬉しいです。皆さんと一緒に世界の外を探索できて光栄に思ってます。一人の学生としてこれからの学園生活に心から期待しています。ただ家族に講演を聞いてもらえなかったことだけが残念です。彼女に伝えたいです。私は今も元気に楽しく生きていると。すべて あなたの望んだ通りだから心配する必要はないと。
Oh, that's very awkward when people do that to you.
思い返すとあの頃が懐かしいな。スタートーチ学園は本当にいい場所だった。時々騒ぎを起こしてたけど、教授たちは
So at least it seemed
本
like
気で
when she
私を退学させる気は
started
な
here,
か
it
った
was
わ。
pretty chill.
だけどラハイロイを救うために大きな対価を払ったのに誰も知らないなんてね。エイメス、あなたは。
全然。私がやらなければ多くの人が死んでた。それに世界を救った時の気持ちは最高だったもの。ただちょっと残念ね。卒業式で友達と抱き合ったり祝福の言葉を送れなかったのは。太陽の精霊が外に行ったわ。早くついていきましょう。学園の外に出るなら
I swear if she doesn't actually become Sedge later on, when we get more of the context of what happened. I mean, we kind of saw it there when she mentioned that her parents or family wasn't there, but she is way too like chill and very positive about it. Not to say that I don't think she shouldn't be like that. But I feel like even if this happened to me, I feel like at some point I'd be like, yeah, it did happen, whatever, but I'd still be kind of like sedge about it. I'd be like, damn. I don't like being invisible. Not very fun.
次はリンクドスパインだけど準備はできてる？
Oh, the game's just gonna teleport me there? Okay, great. I don't actually have to walk there. Wow, so convenient.
実は小さい頃こっそりリンクドスパインに忍び込んで一人で表現に行ったことがあるの。
昔から勇気があったんだね。
Oh, okay. Sorry.
天気に恵まれるといいんだが。設備の準備は万端？
Oh, am I supposed to park my butt? I'm supposed to park my butt. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to sit down, game. It's the same cutscene from before when we're on the train. Zip die, push down. Yes, I will park my butt down. Still the same cutscene from before. Oh, we get to go to the cold wasteland! Not wasteland, but the cold area! We get to go to the snow area! Oh, well, I mean, I guess so. Makes sense because Beck. But still! I don't like it. It's cold and I'm wearing, like, nothing.
寒い?
I guess I could say the same thing for when we were dealing with Durgan with Jinshi. It was also cold there, so I mean, we also were wearing the same thing. So, yeah, it's just cold. We just do this all the time.
エイメスは
特別に教えてあげる。ゴーストは温度を感じないの。雪、本当に綺麗ね。
奇遇だね。こんなところで会うなんて。どうやら今日はいい日のようだ。
Oh, hi.
あ、リューク先生ね。彼と話してるときは私のことを忘れて。でなきゃ空気と話す変な人に思われちゃうだろうし。
Oh, actually, speaking of him, because I was going to talk to you guys about this. I forgot that there is another this is the only part of the main story that's getting updated. But there is another I guess side, like an extra side section of the story that's getting updated, and it's specifically around Luke and what was it about specifically? Luke and something else. I need to remember what it is. It is about, let me go back, because point is it's not coming out until later, this update. It's about more about the Exostrider and then about Luke's backstory, kind of. So it's not coming out till later, apparently February 26th. And it's like one of those kind of like extra kind of chapters, stuff like that. So I might stream it, I might not. Actually, I might stream it because it's kind of like similar to when we went back to see Chisa, and then she goes back to the weird dimensional space, and she's like, oh, I'm just gonna, walk around in this space once again before we kind of leave it. So it's kind of like one of those chapters where it's just not anything specific, but it's extra content about certain characters or things. So I might do it just because it's about a character specifically, and it gives us more information about topics that are relevant. But other than that, I wasn't going to do it. But we'll have to see, because we still even haven't finished the main story yet.
あなたも隠れておいて。これは私たちの秘密の旅だもの。
彼のことを知ってるの？
学園のお医者さんだし、誰でも知ってると思うわ。そこまで親しいわけじゃないけど、リューク先生はラハイロイに来てから長いし、信頼できると思う。
表現まで来たのはエクソストライダーを見るためかい
？Don't look at me like that.
私は長期調査中の研究員たちを見に行こうと思ってね。つまり君と目的地は一緒だ。
He's staring at me. God. Either this guy has proficiency on insight check, or he's just really good. Look at you like what? No, it's like he's like, oh, why are you here? Because he's asking us why we're here, and he's like, is this the reason? And then Amith is just quietly staring at us and nodding her head, and we're nodding yes as a response. He kind of looks at us, and I'm just like, please don't look at me funny. I'm totally normal, and I'm totally okay. There's not an invisible girl standing right next to me. Yup, it's fine. Roll for deception. It's more like I rolled for deception and I like rolled bad and then he rolled insight and then it's like he rolls good.
ガイドは何かと役立つと思うけど、どうかな？それとバイクを少し改造してあげよう。表現は水域がいくつもあるし、今の機能だと足りないだろうから。
We get bike upgrade, let's go.
バイクの改造までできるの？
Oh yeah,
こう
true.
見えても表現にはよく来てるからね。多少の知識はあるさ。
Too bad I can't see the golden blood in your veins that well in low quality on my game currently, but I'll just pretend that it's in high quality and high def and it looks really good. It's okay. I just picture your splash art and then it's all good.
バイクが大好きだったの。バイクの神様って呼ばれてたくらいよ。私が飛ばすバイクの後ろに乗って怯えた人が言った言葉だけどね。
見てごらん。何年も前の話だけど、ここは鬱蒼とした密林だったんだ。当時からロイ人はここで遊牧生活をしていた。ラハイロイの原住民として自然と共に生きていたんだ。
森が表現に悲鳴が原因？
そう。あの悲鳴がソラリスの時局を移動させた。それ以来、ラハイロイは新たな極点となったわけさ。ただ、
Also, I realized when the extra segment updates for Luke backstory,
人々は星空に触れることができた。
he also comes out during that time.
天空海が広がっていき、
So I have to start saving because he comes in a couple of weeks. Because it updates on February 26th, so I only have a bit left.
あれ以来。
あれ以来、宇宙は私たちを拒んだ。上にある空が本物なのか、それとも海に映る像なのか、検証すらできなくなってる。
Oh, that's awkward.
無数の宇宙機が墜落し、さまざまな探索プロジェクトが中止された。スタートーチ学園は設立以来、エクソストライダーを通して宇宙探索を試み続けてきたんだ。天空海を、そしてストライダーゲートを経由してね。
Oh, the Strider Gate was the thing that the Therian was in before, right? Remember she said that before? Athletic Sea. We've talked about that before. I just don't remember. I don't remember what it is. Have we talked about it before? I swear we have. It's okay. They've been to space, but then this thing about what? The Athletic Sea? This part? Oh! You can just go. I found the function that just tells me what I'm looking. Well, who knew when I click things? It just gives me. Okay, never mind. I can just read what the game is telling me. Well, when Mirai finally used this game as intended. True, who knew when you... Well, because I thought the entire time it was highlighted because in the other gacha games, right? In a lot of the Hoyo games, they highlight things or underline things as, like, importance. But, like, they don't give you a glossary. Like, when you go into, like, into the review, if you click on it, it doesn't give you a glossary of what it does. Unless it does, and I've never clicked it before. But I thought it was just to, like, give your attention to this thing and be like, you need to pay attention to this thing because this thing is important. PGR does it too. Okay, so maybe this is just a Kuro game thing that they do this, they highlight, and then they give you a glossary. Because I was like, for like Star Rail and like for Triple Z, I don't think they do this. They just highlight and said like, oh, this is an important thing or whatever, right? And usually they explain it, or relatively it's not too complicated to remember. Because I haven't had this problem in like either of those games where I don't remember something specific that they've highlighted before. It's just I forget, like, I guess specific details, but I do know what they're talking about. It's a Kuro thing. Great. It's very helpful. Especially for like Wua, because Wua has a lot of things. Especially because they're talking a lot about things that happened before, like before the game started, and other things, and also amnesia, so that stuff too. If it's important, you get a highlighted clicker with either further explanation or a summary if it's a past event. I see. Anyways, let me just briefly read through this. Composed by extremely high density energy since its appearance on solars in space exploration has been brought to place. Okay, so weird ash. Okay, so this is like, where's it coming from specifically? A planet-wide phenomenon born from an anomalous lament event in now blanket's solar's sky. Also, it's like the entirety of, not just like the Hyrule, it's like the entirety of like the entire planet essentially. Research suggests it's composed of extremely high density remnant energy. So basically, since this thing that's happened, space exploration? No, we cannot do this anymore. Pretty much, that's what I got from this. Strider Gate, the entry point formed when the Exostrider and the Theridian Aleph 1. Bro, don't make me bring reverse into this. Anyway, sorry, wrong thing. Entered Solaris. Researchers in Hyrule widely believe it leads to outer space. Oh, so it's a very specific point. The overlaying Soliscan root network has expelled Aleph 1's power beyond the Strider Gate, forming a sealed gateway that currently prevents the Theridian's return. Okay, so this is what Amith was talking about before, when the Theridian came out from the Strider Gate, and then she had to use the Exostrider to get rid of it before she kind of overdid it, and then she basically disappeared. So this is the thing that she was talking about before. Okay.
天空界ならわかるけど、ストライダーゲートって。
ラハイロイの歴史は知っているね。エクソストライダーも名式もストライダーゲートを経由してソラリスに降臨したのさ。
Oh, that's very fun.
その2つの存在に関する推論が学園には数多く存在する。君が興味を持ちそうなものを挙げると、ストライダーゲートは宇宙空間につながる通り道で、アレフ1はソラリスの外から来た名式なんだ。
And the Therian is just an alien. Okay, I feel like I believe that the gate is to outer space less so than a Therian that's an alien. I don't know why. One seems slightly a little more or less absurd than the other. I don't know. Also, that means I can go to space, if that is true.
だけど、あれを通るには、エクソストライダーを目覚めさせ、
Oh, so the Therian is called Aleph 1. Okay, so like I now know.
私は思ってるんだ。ボイドストームやボイドワームより、アレフ1はさらに危険なものをもたらすんじゃないか、とね。今の名式は、誕生場所や既存の文明から性質の一部を推測できるけど、アレフ1については、 何もわからない。星の海を自由に泳ぎたい。再び宇宙にたど
Oh,
り着き
you
たい。
know what? If
If
the gate actually leads to outer space, we can just go back to outer space into the beginning cutscene that we had from the beginning of the game. I still need to interrogate whoever that weird entity woman was and be like, what the fuck? But apparently, I heard that the intro cutscene got changed, apparently, and now it's a little more clear, I guess, about what she does specifically. Because before it was apparently unclear. I haven't actually watched the cutscene, the new cutscene that they changed it to, but apparently it's less vague, apparently. From what I know from people online, they changed it to how she gives either, I think it was she gives us our Tassim mark and stuff like that, so then we can be able to do stuff and blah blah blah. But I haven't actually seen the rework of the cutscene at the very beginning of the game. And so the gate unlocks the world of BGR and virus-infected robots for it. Okay, you know what? Robots are a lot easier to deal with than, I don't know. I guess robots are more sensible than, I guess, aliens. Because it'd be really weird to have aliens in this game. Also, we're literally in the area with a bunch of mechs and robots. So, like, fair enough. It'll work.
天空界の異変。宇宙を追う夢はあの瞬間から始まった。
So
その夢は今なお続いている。
So basically, weird stuff could be in space, and we can't go into space because of the ethericsy? So, that's interesting. Oh, we can... Can I drift on ice? Yo. Expansion module on the expansion menu on the wheel, and you can only equip one module for your blah blah blah. Why would you do that, game? Well, actually, I'll probably end up accidentally keeping it on one thing and forget to change it back.
リュウクでいいよ。その方が親しい感じがするだろうし。
リュウク、さっきは学園をどう思うか私に聞いたけど、逆に教えてほしい。
There we go. Oh my god, my game hates me. It's like dying.
20年くらいかな。その前はソラリス各地を旅していたんだけど。
I want to read. You're making me drive and I can't read.
子供たちとの付き合いはなかなか楽しくてね。
It's okay,
成
fine.
長していく命は可愛い。
I shall listen.
彼らには心を
見て、氷壁の内部に古の命が凍ってるでしょ。長い歳月を経ても。
Wait, if Luke is saying that he's seen all this shit or knows about it, then clearly he's been here for like a lot longer.
悲しいと思う。近くにあるはず。
Oh, I'm supposed to make a hard turn.
この声聞いたことがあるような。
Don't ever let me drive. Can I just drive backwards, guys? Is that like a thing I can just do? Will the game just let me just drive backwards? No. I want to drive backwards though. I'm just being silly. I'm being silly. Wow, it's okay. I talk to myself like to myself IRL, so it's fine. Oddly enough, the main story had a part with space and gates that led into other dimensions, so we could end up going into one or the other. That would be funny. PGR has been taking interesting directions these days. As in like good or bad. Well, I know nothing like about PGR. I've only seen like some of the characters. I like know nothing about the story, so I shrug my shoulders. Mirai, we were literally 5 paces from cutscene. How did you get stuck on a wall? Because I accidentally was not driving straight on the road and I was knocking into things. So I basically didn't want to drive on the road. That's what happened. And I went off-roading.
が一緒にいるのは学園の新しい表現調査プロジェクトのためですか？
私は研究員たちの定期検査に来たんだ。漂白者は別の用事だけどたまたま会ってね。ニボラ君は今回も墜落物を探しに？
はい、ヘリオスが打ち上げられたので表現に変化が起きて、もしかしたら新しい墜落物が見つかるかもしれないと思ったんです。
墜落物？
ずっと前に空から落ちてきた宇宙機のことだよ。探査機や衛星、宇宙ステーションとか。この前は墜落物から悲鳴のせいで失われた資料がいくつも見つかったんだ。それと
So like the lament, which is when wait, so she's talking about like things from space, like that are related to like space travel that basically like crash from space, from like lament. That must have been a long time ago. Oh god. My time. My brain's just like, wait, how far do I put things on? Because like before the beginning of the game, right? We had done a lot of things already before that. We could have basically done like the entirety of the game already, like from beginning to end, and then put that before we started the game, and then like we're playing the game again. So we could have doubled up on the amount of things that we had done, pretty much. That means that Lament had to have happened a really long time ago. I'm glad that things don't exactly have specific time, like dates and times. I know some things do have like, I guess more like a chronological order at least, so that's helpful, but I'm glad things don't have specific dates and years because then my brain's just like, dang. This is long and really old. Both like we get good story, but man, is it getting harder for humans to survive? My own character alone is in story has almost died like 9 times, just barely survived. Man. So game is making it hard for humans to live. That's very fun. I can see myself just playing PGR and be like, oh, I'm dead again. Oh, I'm almost dead. I almost died again. And then my bad gameplay will result in me dying more times. Jesus, man, it seems like everything in PGR wants to kill people. Not very fun. Thank Lord Robots, that my squad is good. Nice. It's okay, you're just passionate. Which is fine.
ありがとう。たまに 自分の気持ちがコントロールできなくなっちゃって、同じ話題ばかり話すのは申し訳ないんだけど。宇宙、果てしない星々の向こうには何があるのかな。ニボラはそれが知りたいんだ。
How I'm thinking about this is like, I don't know, like, if this is present day for us, right?
ニボラが
In the
証言に来
events,
たのも
if we correlate to like
もう少し
real
探
life,
そうと
that
思っ
means
たからで。
lament happened like long time ago. So that means that like way long ago,
測定器
before
のデータによ
lament,
ると
they were doing
この近くに
space travel already. Like, dang. Oh no. It's gonna fall.
走るんだ。
Move your butts, guys. Move your butts. This is why we don't pull things out of the ice. Oh. No, I gotta drive. Game, don't make me drive. Game, don't make me drive. Okay, why would you make me do this? Oh my god. First of all, I can't see the road because the game is rendering the road as I'm driving. This is gonna be so hard. I can't see. Game, don't render the road as I drive, please. Oh, come on. Don't do that.
風なの。
Wow, I just realized how advanced, like, the universe of Wuwa is.
やっぱり思った通り未発見の墜落物だね。ずっと氷壁の中に凍ったままだったんだ。
リュウク、ニボラ、怪我はない？
あら、私は無事よ。だってゴーストだもの。ぶつかるわけないわ。
Man,
ごめんなさい。
technology and space travel happened
ニボラのせいで皆さん
like
を危険な目に。
a long time ago, and it would probably they probably would have advanced quite quickly in space travel and just discovering things if Lament didn't have like it didn't happen and stop them from going to space. Damn, why can't we be this good at doing this?
この高さだとリスクが大きすぎる。学生もいる以上、安全な方法で行こう。
Oh yeah, I guess you're the adult here.
学園には連絡しておいた。そのうち救援が来るはず。ニボラ君を学園に送ったら再出発しよう。
There was literally a point where they made me think I died for real. Turned out what died was a clone. Guess what day my death had happened? My clone died on April Fool's Day in game, and we didn't know it was a clone until real me was found by a town of delinquent servants. Oh, that's hysterical. It's all good. And it happens sometimes. I too would just be like, alright, Gabe, you finally killed me, I guess. Let's pack it up. I'm done playing the game. This is like a D&D session where the DM's just like, oh, you all wiped. Come back next session to find out what happens next.
次の目標はこの奥らしいわ。宇宙ステーションの
I
底に
had
道があ
to
るはずよ。
SOS while working as a barkeep. Just a
宇宙ステーションの内部に行ってみない？
well,
ここは気温が低いし、また氷壁が崩れるリスクもある。中で救援を待とう。ニボラもその方がいいと思う。もっと中の様子を見てみたいし。
漂白者がいるわけだし、少し探索する分には問題ないかな。よし、行こうか。
そういえばラハイロイに来る前もよくこんなことをしてたの？
getting chased?
つまり
Getting have to
誰
run
かと
my
一緒に
butt?
歩いたり、いろんな景色を見たり、物語みたいな経験をしたりして、最後に別れる。
Another normal day in the life
そ
of
んなロードムービー
Bird,
よ。
I
ロー
guess.
ドムービーどう？合ってる？
Usually more dangerous though. True.
私、ロードムービーが大好きなのよね。あなたの映画に今回は役者の一人として出演できてよかったわ。そろそろ行きましょう、お隣さん。
Nothing keeps delinquency tame like beer, so now in game I literally have the skill of a professional barista, the whole bar tricks and everything. Nice.
エクソストライダーが眠るロイ
I
表
like it
現
how
は
you
ボイ
were
ドストーンの
found
せ
by
い
a
で
bunch of delinquents
一部
and
エ
now
リア
you
の周
like
波数が
have
異常を
bar
きたし
skills
不安定な状態に
to
陥っている
to tame
ちょう
delinquents.
どいいモジュール生成器の権限を付与してあげよう
Well, I guess delinquents have a higher chance of having delinquency, so but still.
権限。前にルシラーが付与してくれたものだね。
Hold on a
さ
minute.
てモジュールの生成に良さそうな場所へ移動しようか
Wow, now that I have this, every single time I see a highlighted thing, my brain's just like click. I just realized if I will buy the Space Trek Collective for research operations in the Royal Frostlands. I'm just gonna call it the Frostlands because it's easier. It forces entities with fluctuating matter levels back into observable state for practical use in here. Oh, very fun. Oh, excuse me. You know what's sad, you know? What? Give me a second, I need to cough. This isn't new. This click to learn mechanic is mini patches old. I know. I just assumed. Because of like Hoyo games, they conditioned me to be like, here we just highlight these parts to give attention to it because they're important and you should know about these specific words or things or whatever. So I assumed it was the same thing. And I only clicked on it before because you asked what were we talking about, and I was like, oh, if I click on it, it'll just show what I'm clicking and you'll know what I'm talking about. And then when I clicked on it, it's like, yeah, here's a whole glossary explanation of it. And I'm like, oh, well, this is very useful. But not a Hoyo game. Yeah.
Yes.
I just assume all things, we just highlight things. Oh, I see. We sprint. Nice. I can sprint now and be fast. Well, now I know it's a Kuro game thing. I can now just click things. Actually, now that I know this, I wish Hoyo had this. Especially for like, you know, like Star Rail and Triple Z. Or even Genshin really. So then you can like have reminders or, you know, click things. Because then it's very helpful. Because all those games are quite long. There's lots of important you know, things, names, titles for things that are very important to connect to other things or to the story. So I feel like that it's a good thing that at least for Wua and PGR that Kuro does this. Is just very helpful. Because then you don't have to like you don't have to Google like what these things are if you don't remember what it is. The game just does it for you and just has like a bit of a summary. Like if you want to have like a more detailed thing, yeah, go on the wiki, but like for the purpose of like just like a offhand just summary, it's really good as a tool. I need to send, not a complaint, but a suggestion to Hoyo and be like, add this as a glossary thing, please. But like I said, it's not like I've had this problem with, I really haven't had a problem with remembering things or like not knowing what people are talking about in Hoyo games. Because usually if like something important pops up in the dialogue, they'll usually talk about it or explain more of it in the story. Or they'll bring it up again. So I haven't had that problem really, so I don't know. Oh. Oops. You shouldn't have done that. Here, let me just push him back down. There we go. Wow. Go down. Damn. We're going this way. Wait. Oh, it's on a separate map? Oh no, the Frostlands is on a separate map! Oh, but Jesus. Really? You would do this to me, game. Very fun. Thanks, game. I appreciate it. Thank you, game. You would do this to me. Anywho, back to this. We are in Funny Space Station. Let's go. What the frick is that? Myself a pizza. Hey, let's go. And 2 also had pizza today for dinner.
分かりの方も多いでしょうが、ある時期から突如天空海はソラリス上空に現れました。その時測定は高密度な反響エナジーの中で白い髪の女の人を目にしました。一瞬でしたが、あの影は私たちに多くの謎を残したのです。
Oh, I wonder if this is the girl that we saw in space. I think I remember that she had white hair. So this might be the person that they're talking about in the beginning intro cutscene for the game.
天空海とは何なのか、何ができるのか、そしてなぜ現れたのか。測定がスカイアークで行っていた研究はそれらの謎を解明するためのものでした。システムに権限を登録してついてきてください。
Cervantes space station launched into near Solaris orbit before the etheric sea fully enveloped the planet. Its primary mission was to study the etheric sea droplets. Research intended to pave way for future space exploration. Okay, so it's basically space station.
次は中央エリアに行きましょう。そこにはもう一つの重要な成果、天空海の雫をコアにした移転装置が収められています。
天空海の雫？墜落物にあったなら、もしかして異変が起こる前から始まってた研究プロジェクトなの？これ超すごい発見だよ。感動。やっぱり表現に来てよかった。
Well, at least one of us is
ナビゲータ
happy.
ーは宇宙ステーションのシステム内に残された投影のようだね。スペーストレック研究員の天才たちが騒がしくなりそうだ。
一日見学ね。ナビゲーターの口ぶりからして見学者は子供みたいだわ。あの時代の人たちは宇宙に行くことなんて何でもなかったのかな。
しかし貯蔵用の容器は特殊な材質だろうから、無傷で移すには時間がかかるはず。この宇宙ステーションは測定の作り物だ。墜落物の中でも稀な存在だね。同時期の墜落物が学園に送られてきたんだけど、どれも似たようなシステムだったからね。呼び起こすだけなら簡単さ。測定の文字についてはある理由で少し研究をしていてね。
そのペンに書かれているのも測定の文字。
ある理由というのがこのペンなんだ。君とも無関係ではないよ。
Wow, man, that's so not vague.
スタート地学園に戻ったら保健室においで。詳しく説明するよ。
Is this where I get to find out his backstory later on when the second part of the extra story comes out, so I can find out more stuff? Hold on a minute, I just want to look at this for a minute.
少しばかり長くなるかもしれないけどね。
謎を抱えてるみたいね。私も気になるし。
Well, I mean, I feel like before we knew we had some kind of relationship with Luke, and now that it's in relation to the space station and other stuff, it's kind of interesting. Because like I said, like the fact that he mentioned all this stuff before, that means he had to have been around when, you know, during that era of time when that stuff happened, so... Also, if that stuff happened a long time ago, damn, Luke, you'd be old. Like, damn.
なら臨機応変に行動しようかな。皆さん、こっちに外来者通行証を登録するシステムがありますよ。
Excuse me. My tush over here. Wait, that was a... Man, all the supply boxes look like regular boxes in this room because everything's just gray.
スカイアークへようこそ。皆様と知恵の船に乗船し、星の海を泳げて光栄です。
This way.
先ほどの権限だけでは宇宙ステーションの全部に行けるわけではない。後ほど再登録する必要があるだろうね。それは本体の状態は良好とはいえ、システムによると一部のパラメーターが限界値を超えているらしいんだ。おそらくここに収容されている天空海の雫にも異常が起こり、宇宙ステーション全体に散逸していったんだろうね。
This way. Oh, I'm sprinting. Where am I sprinting to? God.
あの流れているような球状の液体が天空海をコアにした移転装置のはず。隣の制御パネルの方へ行ってみよう。
There we go.
天空海の雫が散逸したせいで宇宙ステーションの一部エリアが混乱しているみたいだ。この移転装置は雫と根源が同じ。乱れた雫を安定させて私たちを別のエリアに飛ばすこともできる。不思議だね。このような特性を持っているとは。
Interesting. I'm in space. Well, actually not. I'm in space. I guess things in space are here, I guess, so. I have to go this way?
結構楽しかったかも。いつもやってたワープとはまた別の感覚だわ。
Jesus. Okay, very fun. Man. Okay, I gotta walk this way. It's very precarious because if I walk bad, I'll just get stuck. Oh, this way. Oh, I hate having to push buttons. I'm so bad at this. Jesus. Why? I don't like sideways perspectives, man. I suck at this. Why do they make... This is a sideways scroller, but I have to go sideways, and I hate doing these. Ooh! God, that made me real scared. I literally almost fell. Oh my god. Hey man, don't do this. Oh, I have to. Oh, perspective. Oh no, I have to walk on the wall.
大事にしないとね。
No. Why must I do this? Ah. This is not what I wanted to be doing.
これは予想外ね。
Put me down. Let me put on the ground again. Ah. Nope, I didn't I shouldn't have put that.
行こう。
It's more like I should have been on this side, but I walked through it. Oh, I need to go. Oh. Well, clearly I did not understand that I had to go on top.
わあ、さすがはソラリスで活躍中の一番星。ずば抜けたジャンプ力ですね。
あのね、エイミス。
レールシステム起動完了。このレールは実験サンプルを宇宙から輸送するために作られたものね。
What am I doing? As time or so, if not fast enough, they shatter and you fall. Man, I don't need that. I'm good. Ah! I almost didn't climb up that, like, straight. Jesus. Oh, I can't do this. Why would they make me climb on cubes? This is so bad. Oh, why would they make me do this? I can't. Oh god. I'm not very good at this. This makes me very stressful. Or sorry, this makes me very stressed out.
容器の中に入っている星のかけらや天空海の雫は皆さんに説明をしたクレメントおじさんが宇宙から集めてきました。とても大変な仕事なので毎回しばらく休眠期間が必要なんです。皆さんでクレメントおじさんに挨拶をしてからここに集まってください。では天空海プロジェクトを考案した春季教授にお話を聞いてみましょう。
先ほどの移転装置はみんなはもう使ったね。あれは最近私たちが挙げた初めての成果なんだ。そしてあの海は通路になる可能性があるという天空海に対する推論を証明してくれた。この雫は特別な性質を持つ。これを媒介とすればソラリス人が行ったことのない場所にも行ける可能性がある。今現在測定は正しい方法を見つけていない。だが近い将来解決されるだろう。私には自信がある。測定に対する自信だけじゃない。星の海を探索する意志の固さもあなたたちなら興味を持ってくれるはずだという自信もある。星の光を貪る探求者は常にソラリスの星の海の下に立ち空を眺め宇宙に向かって飛んでいくだろう。先日優秀な学者が一人スカイアークに参加してくれた。移転装置も彼女の協力を得て生み出されたものだ。それではその三重教授に構想を聞かせてもらおう。
残念ながら彼の夢は叶わなかった。それどころか宇宙探索は当時を衰退してる。
That is true.
星の光を貪るか。天空海の後ろ側、未知の地に足を踏み入れるなんてロマンチックに聞こえるけど、そこで待っているのは望まない景色の可能性もあるのにね。
漂白者、ここのシステムに面白そうな痕跡があるよ。この宇宙ステーションの墜落時期はだいぶ昔のようだね。けれど長い時間の中でスカイアークシステムは一度起動されたようだ。
まだ人が生きているとでも？
いや、どうだろうね。仮に生きているとしたらとっくにこの宇宙ステーションは見つかっているはずだ。システムは起動されたけれど、与えられた指令はハッチの封鎖と設備のロックのみ。その後活動は一切見られないね。
起動した人物は分かりそう？
ちょっと待ってね。よし、見つけた。権限所有者の名前はクレメントだ。
さっきのナビゲーターが呼んだ名前ね。天空海の雫を集めた人。
これ以上は何もわからないかな。ひとまずスタートーチ学園に全面的なチェックをしてもらうから、情報をつかめたら知らせよ。
We get to learn about space.
いつでも連絡して。
I get to talk about space in this update, which is fun. Oh, I need to stretch for a minute. Okay. Space travel and it's space.
さっきは教授の話が終わっていないのに映像が途切れて残念だったね。
Also, what was I gonna say? Man, I get to see Luke this entire update, or at least during a good chunk of this update here, because he's coming out literally at the end of the month, and I'm so happy.
子供たちに紹介しようとしてたけど。
But also he's being very sus by not telling me stuff because we know each other, and he's like, yeah, I'll tell you about it later, or I'm just gonna not tell you anything. You find out on your own. And I'm like, okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
スカイアークへようこそ。
Oh god.
宇宙ステーションのガードシステムがここで無効に。この化け物たちは全部ボイドマターに汚染されて不安定状態に陥っている。
聞いてみよう。打ち倒す。
Patience. Oh, Padawan, time yet is not. I'm not patient. I just want to know. Patience may be a virtue, but I have no patience. Tell me, how you know me? What's our relationship? You keep telling me things, and you keep telling me that you know things, so just tell me. This whole amnesia thing really sucks right now, man. Oh no, we need this thing to go through. Oh. Oh no, I need to put it down, never mind. Do I? No, I don't. No, I needed it. Why isn't it not letting me go through? There, I fixed my problem. Oh, chess.
大事にしないとね。
What the heck? I don't like this. Usually red color means it's bad. Oh. More things. Really creepy cool things.
周波数がおかしいわ。ここも不安定状態みたい。生成器で干渉してみて。
Oh.
左よ。スカイアークシステムに入って調べてみたわ。ここは
Oh God.
宇宙ステーションの資料を保存するエリアみたいよ。この直方体は全部資料保存モジュールね。
Oh God,
ずっと移動してるあ
I hate
れ
getting
は
topsy
スカイ
turvy.
アークシステムの故障によって私たちを攻撃してきた異常モジュール。ボイドマターの濃度が上がったみたい。
Oh.
奥に移動したようね。これでどうかな。ほら、ラハイロイブロックの完成。スペースファンタジーカティアシリーズには毎回このミニゲームがついてたわ。
What is this?
私のお
Why
気
are
に
there
入りで
weird
ね。
panel
昔は
cube
上手だっ
things
た
in
の。
this space station? What the
ここ
fuck?
の異常は前よりもひどくなっているね。
What kind of technology was used back then? Man, I don't want to be here. Oh, in front of me. Ooh,
少し
okay.
持ちこたえて。スカイアー
I
クシステム
should.
なんかになってく
Ooh.
る。とりあえず生成器でエラーモジュールたちに干渉して。
Oh, I'm so. Wait. I'm clicking the funny button. What are you doing?
侵入完了。
I'm clicking the funny button. Don't question
じゃん
it.
けんしてみない？
I'm slightly questioning it just because I don't know what
それ
the.
じゃグーを出して。
What is the. What?
すごかったわ。ラハイロイブロック。
Why is this
もう
stuff
一回くらい
here?
やってみたいかも。
Like, why? Why is this stuff here? Can I not reach it from here? Oh, down here. And then up here. Oh god. We're sliding around. I don't want to be here. I don't know what any of this thing is. Like, where are we even anymore?
ベースファンタジーカティアシリーズの中だとただの雑魚ね。
What did I just... I was just walking. Okay, don't move.
ベースファンタジーカティアシリーズの中だとただの雑魚ね。片付けちゃうわ。モジュールが落ちたおかげで敵がなんだかずっとラッキーな気がしませ
So
んか？
dark. Everything in here is so dark. It's so hard to see.
攻撃してくるモジュールもあったけど、これは好かれているのか嫌われているのか。
God, this is so hard. It's like people 200 years from now wondering why our time was obsessed with memes for sanity's sake. Don't worry about it. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna question why the entire space station system just has like weird cube panel type things up there. And I went through an entire section with it. I'm just, you know what? Sure.
行こう。
Sure game. Whatever.
スカイアークへようこそ。一日見学は終了です。ナビゲーターに従って中央エリアまで戻り、外来システムからログアウトしてください。星の海で再会できる日を待っています。
we find out space station was created by Jesus, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me click button. Went a little too far there.
Void に侵食された痕跡がいっぱい。
ここまで高濃度なボイドマターは上層エリアに滞留しているはず。何らかの影響で抑えられているのだろうか。
奥に何かあるわ。
Oh, great. We're down here and there's something else down here. I don't want to know what it is. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna get jump scared by something, aren't I? Oh, don't go near it. Run. Oh. Boo. True. Oh, something took possession of the spacesuit? That's funny. Also, just a regular spacesuit.
ボイドマターの濃度が高すぎる。スカイアークシステムが暴走しそうね。私がシステムの内部に入って制御権を取るわ。
すべてがボイドストームに汚染されている。あれも含めて。医者として判断を下そう。ボイドマターの侵食から解放することが今の私にできる最善の治療だ。
Oh my god. Can you imagine if that scene was in high def? Why you had to use this, man? Oh my god. My game is crashing. Oh no, my game's crashing. Okay, guys. Guys, my game's crashing. Okay, my game crashed. It's not having fun. Oh, so basically what the void matter is took control of the suit or possess whatever in there. That's interesting. Open menu. I kept trying to click it and it wouldn't open because it kept glitching in and out. So it cut us into the fight. So I'm assuming it would cut us back in there, hopefully. If not, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm rebooting the game. If the thing doesn't kick us back into that fight, I'm gonna be sad. This is what happens when they make us download all the download everything twice and not just compress their files or replace files. This is dumb. We could hit skip, I think, if it's before fight, yeah. Because it either gives us the cutscene or it gives us the fight. So the game's back up. It's just loading in, so I'll just pull it back up. Yeah, so it either puts us into the cutscene or it puts us into the fight. But if it's the cutscene, then we can just skip the cutscene. We just saw it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Woo! It's not in high def, but it's cool still. Oh, I have no stamina. That's so awkward. Oh, when the game is very stuttery. I also don't have stamina, so that doesn't help either. Oh, that is awkward. Oh. What the heck? Use the star on the battlefield to move to the upper platform. When use grapple to pull down the shadow on the falling position. Blah blah blah. Oh, come on. I'm bad at this. Where is the thing I'm trying to look for? Oh, here. Oh, I'm clicking the thing! Okay, I did click the thing. Okay, good. Oh. Man, why do they need to make Luke so... He's very fun to play, even though I am jumping around a lot. It's okay, I jump a lot around with Bran, so it's fine. But yeah, I get to play Luke! Let's go!
Nibora 君の怪我の具合を見たいから、周囲の脅威を確認してもらえないかな。
わかった。早く行ってあげて。あれは。
スカイアークシステムが安定してきたわ。見て、あそこにクレメントって書いてあるでしょ。さっきの宇宙飛行、何年も前に彼は休眠装置から目を覚まして墜落したキャビンを自分ごと奥に封じ込んだみたいね。
このキャビンはボイドストームに覆われてる。目を覚ましたらすぐボイドマターに汚染されてしまったはず。
あの指令も変異して理性すら失った自分を上層エリアに隔離することでみんなを傷つけないようにしたかったからでしょうね。スカイアークの墜落後、時間が経ちすぎていたし、残念ながら守るべき人なんていなかったと思うけど。
たとえ家族や友達がいなくなったとしても、また誰かがここに来るかもしれない。子供に優しかった人なら関係のない人も守りたいと思うもの。
長い夢から目覚めたと思ったらさらに深い悪夢にとらわれる。そう考えたら休眠装置でずっと眠っているのも悪い話じゃないかな。 このファイル、映像みたい。
Oh. Is this when the space station fell?
教授、ソラリスの時局が移動し始めています。教授、
見るんだ。天空界から人が落ちている。
What? Oh. Was that us at the beginning of the game?
さっきの映像に映ってたのは過去の私。おそらく
Well,
宇宙ステーションに墜落した時のもの。リュークが言ってた天空界の異変が発生してソラリスを覆った頃かな。
Wait, if that's us like falling from space at the beginning of the game, and that was during like Lament, that would have been like so long ago. We're like old as frick. We're like fossils, man. We old. It's okay. That just means I relate to Rover, or I don't know if it's the other way around. That means we are both really old. But I guess like I'm older than Rover because been around a lot longer, I guess.
映像にあった雫は疎開やね。つまり落ちたタイミングは天空界の異変よりも前ね。
Sorry, I'm just trying to remember. Okay.
だけど、なぜ私は天空界から落ちてたんだろう。向こう側から来たようにも感じる。春季教授が言ってた。この雫は特別な性質を持ち、通路として使える可能性がある。
Hey, all I know is I was in space, and then I wasn't in space, and then I woke up, and then I'm at the beginning of the game, so I don't know, man. Somehow I ended up from space to not space, so I shrugged my shoulders. Whether that's like us at the beginning of the game or at a different time somewhere else, but then that just means that either we're going through loops or this is like a separate timeline type shit if that's not us from the beginning of the game, which then gets really complicated. I don't want that.
あの時の私はまさか
They were sent to hell. Jesus.
エイメス？ん？どうしたの？違う違う。私は平気よ。
映像は自分の記憶の中に留めておいた方がいい。スタート地学園のものが見られないようにしておこう。前に言ったことは覚えてるかい？この学園には様々な勢力がある。君の過去に関連するものは慎重に扱わないといけないんだ。そうだろう？ブラックショアの指導者。
I want to chuck this man out the window, not because I don't like him, but because he's being too vague. And then sometimes he's just like, here, I'm going to just drop information I know about you. And I'm like, bro, either don't tell me stuff or tell me things. Don't be in this weird middle section, please.
それを知る人は限られてる。リュウク、もう少しはっきり言ったらどうかな。
Stop being coy with me, man. I hate this.
あなたは過去の私を知ってるんでしょう。でなければ私がただの鼻持ちであることしか知らないはず。あなたと私は一体どんな関係なの？
そうだね。友人かな。交流の言葉で言うと、君子の交わり、淡きこと水のごとしといったところさ。特に親友と呼べるほどではなかったよ。
Bro, did I get friend zoned? I like how we just asked the question, what is our relationship? And this guy's just like, we're friends. And then I'm just like, I see, I got friend zoned. All right, thanks.
あるきっかけで知り合い、そこに別の事情が重なって、君から頼まれごとを引き受けたんだ。そうだね。偶然の出会いを経て、互いを信じ合う友になったという答えで満足してもらえるのかな。
What kind of friends? Wink, wink. Ew, no. So basically, from what he's telling me, is that we just randomly ran into each other. I gave him something to do, and now I don't know if he's still doing it. And here we are.
"しばらく君はラハイロンに滞在するだろうし、一緒に仕事をする機会もあるさ。スタートーチ学園には様々な勢力が存在する。こんな映像が流出したら後始末が面倒だ。前回君が去ってから過去の秘密を暴こうとする連中がいてね。まったくソラリスの人気者は大変だ。君は少し変わったね。そうだ。長々と昔話をしてる場合じゃない。
Embrace the chaos. True. Well, clearly we met each other in some capacity. We got to know each other, and I basically gave him a job to do, or a long-term job to do. And during that time when we left, Lahairoi, you know, stuff happened. Also, amnesia doesn't help either, so that's also another thing. Amnesia is like literally like my kryptonite right now in this game. God. It's like everyone knows me. Well, people who knew me before know me, and then it's like I just don't know you. This is like an FGO when I found out there's a guy in my head. This is not fun. Why does this happen to me?
ニボラ君が怪我をしている。応急処置はしたけど、医者として彼女のそばにいなくては。私は学園の救援を待つよ。この先は君一人で進むんだ。
No, he's leaving us.
わかった。また保健室で会おう。
Don't leave. I want you to stay longer.
リュウク、さっきの少し変わったってどういう意味？
Well, I take it as like the thing where sometimes if you have amnesia, I don't know if this is true or not, but like a lot of movies, because I've never had amnesia and I don't know anyone who's had amnesia. I've only known someone that had a concussion from a sport injury, or they got it from a sports injury, and during some time after that, when they were at school with me, they after like a certain point, they're like, I don't remember from like this period of time when we were at school, I don't actually remember 100% of what happened. And I'm like, oh great, memory loss from concussion, or like it's very vague and blurry. But I find that like a lot of people like portray amnesia as like, oh, your personality can change from your original personality before you have amnesia. So I'm like, oh, is it that we're different in that way, or is it we're the same but we're being influenced by different things because different things and different people because we don't remember how we were before.
あくまで個人的に感じたものだけど、強いて言えば昔より軽やかに見えるよ。
Like I said, it could be just the amnesia, man. Like, if I forgot everything that happened to me, I would be a lot more cheerful. And if I went through, like, the same experiences but in different ways or experienced different things than how I had my memories before.
希望を抱いているのか、幸せそうに思えた。
Don't tell me I was just sent because of stuff that I discovered and happened. I wonder if we're going to end up like that later on because of the progression of the story and things we find out. That'd be interesting.
もちろん、悪い変化ではないさ。
I'm interested to see if we ever find out 100% what we did before we have amnesia and, like, if we're gonna ever find out who that entity was in space in the beginning of the cutscene. But I feel like that's a more high, like, that point is a more likely thing we'll find out because we're talking about space travel right now than more about specific past stuff that happened. Who knows? I mean, we learned some tidbits things here and there from our past self through the story, so it's not completely like we don't know anything, but still. I would like more. Oh, is the astronaut thing it's a drop. But God. God dang it.
もう少し頑張るんだ、ニボラ君。学園のも
4人チームだったはずが2人になっちゃったわ。で、私は数に入らないかな。となると、今は1人ね。実は表現の観測基地で働いてたことがあるの。その時は別の道を使ってたけど。
Well, I got to play Luke in one fight and I'll take it because I don't get to play him until he comes out and I learn more about his backstory.
あの頃はボイドストームに距離がありそうだね。バイクで向かおう。
Back to the
この先は
Frostlands.
あの光に沿って進みましょう。
Oh. I went past. Did I go back? No, I didn't. Where am I going? Why is that number getting... did I pass it? I think I passed it. Yep, I passed it. I was like, the number's getting smaller here, not bigger. I passed the point.
ここだったのね。さっき言ってた観測基地。その一つよ。いくつかの拠点で働いてたの。でもここは運が悪かったみたい。この様子じゃボイドストームに巻き込まれて全滅したんだわ。だから彼らと会えなかったのね。入れ違いで会えないだけだと思っていたかったけど。エイメス。ボイドストームに飲み込まれた物質は次第に存在を失い、すべての人から忘れ去られてしまう。もしカセットが持ち帰られていれば、少なくとも記録は残る。でもそれさえ消えてしまったら、 死そのものがなかったことに。ドライブのコアを使って。
Man, sometimes it's like chill and we find out things and then now it just gets sad and depressing again. Oh, need to hold the buttons.
エイメスは本当にすごいな。君がいなかったらグローモスに踏みつけられて大怪我するところだったぜ。俺は今も心臓がバクバクしてるのになんともなさそうだな。ラベル学部の適格者はみんなメンタル強いのか。
本当に感謝してるならストームの話をたくさんしてあげなよ。エイメスはそれに興味があって表現に来たんだから、その何年も書き終えていない論文さっさと出しなって。
Oh, more button holding.
あなたはカセットが糸口になると考えていますか？そうですね。今のところあれは記録する機能しかありません。ダビングですか。少し夢物語のように聞こえます。
エクソスオームからヒントを得るのはどうだろう。ラハイロイでボイドストームに対抗できるものがあるとすれば何か関連しているはず。エクソストライダーは切っても切れない存在だからな。
論文でも美味しいシチューでもいいわ。私、好き
嫌いがないから。While they talk. Also, I'm sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot. I'm kind of just listening to stuff that's happening because I kind of want to make sure I don't miss anything important.
一番の問題はやっぱりボイドストームに対する理解が少なすぎる点ね。
And also, they're just doing a bunch of information dump right now. Well, I mean, they'll probably do more, but in terms of giving us more context about her, and then the other stuff will make sense more later.
いつも思うの。幼い頃、両親はストームに存在を飲み込まれて消えた。しばらくして私も二人の顔を忘れちゃったわ。だから死んだとはいえ悪いことばかりじゃないの。デジタルゴーストになってからボイドマターの影響を受けなくなったし、たとえ同僚や友人たちが世界から消えてしまっても、私だけはみんなのことを覚えてる。
I'm just gonna try and pay attention a little bit to the time and also where we are here, so then where we are, because I don't want to get into something and then we don't have like a place to break from. Also, thank you, Rover, for pointing out the fact she smiles at everything all the time, even though like some of this stuff I feel like she should be like it should be okay for her to be openly upset or sad about certain things, but she's just like kind of like trying to smile all the time, and I'm just like, girl, like if something's bugging you and you know you're sad about something or whatever it might be, like just go for it, man. I do it all the time. As Chad has to deal with me crying every single time.
ゴーストになってからの十数年間、私はずっとラハイロイにいたの。エクソス
On the bike again. I don't want to be on the bike, but I have to be on the bike. Oh great, you're giving me a cutscene. I don't have to try.
本州を封鎖していた雨は止み、凍りついた時は溶け、月追祭の祝いの中で新しい未来を迎える。
Oh, we get a
そこから
cutscene
ブラッ
with
クショー
song.
はあなたを見守り続けていた場所へ戻ったと。そして波に浮かぶ双子の群島ラグーナとセブンヒルズ。
This cutscene looks really nice. Can you imagine if it was on the highest definition setting in graphics? It would look even more pretty. It looks pretty good
話が
considering
聞
it's on
け
the
て満
lowest
足し
setting
たわ。
for graphics. Oh, look! Big Mick! There it is! And there was the space station before.
Satellites, quiet core, resonance is hard to find. Meteors crash towards frozen.
For you who walked in snow. Oh, we get the title of the story update.
いつも順調だったわけじゃない。予期せぬ事態で危険なこともあった。それでも楽しそうね。みんなのことが好きなんだって伝わってくるもの。記憶を失ってからの旅も楽しかった？ええ。ならよかったわ。
Oh, that is a tree. Oh, that's a cherry blossom tree, literally in the middle of the cold. What the frack? Oh, there is literally a teleport right here. Hello. Let me use the teleport. Wow, can you imagine if this was on high graphics? This tree would look so much better and not just be clumps. But you know, I'll take what I can get.
Huh. 分かってたわ。次はきっとここだって。あの先に見える家は私が家族と暮らしてた場所。ああ、ダメだわ。少し心の準備をさせて。まだちょっと。
Oh.
やっぱりあれが現れると周波数が急速に失われていく。ボイドアームと同じ名式に由来するってエイメスは言ってた。周波数は確かに似てる。だけどそれほど単純ではないような。根拠を
Oh, that's water. That's very fun. Also, this thing is very annoying. Can we just see her as a child? Thank you, Abby. I appreciate the help.
このままじゃこれでどうだやっと止まったぞでも眠気が少し休むありがとうアブゆっくりね
Thanks, Abby. I appreciate it. It's not going so well, so I
あ
appreciate
んな
it.
風に飛び込んで助けに来ちゃダメよ湖の底はボイドマターの濃度が高いのもし深層のボイドスペースに落ちてしまったらたとえあなたでも飲み込まれて消えてしまういつもそうやって心配させるんだから存在を飲み込む名式アレフ1が持つ特性は虚無であらゆるものを消してしまうっていう仮説があるの
We saw that thing.
その本当の姿はブラックホールによく似ていると
We saw that thing
実際
in the weird space when we
体験した私だからこそわかる
in the city with Chisa, and then we jumped through the weird thing that the portal. We're just gonna call it the portal. We jumped into the portal, and then on our way to a Hyroi in that weird space. That thing showed up, the weird spacey eyeball thingy, and then Ameth was also there. So it's just a big ass black hole? Is that what you're telling me? That the Therdian is just a black hole? That's very fun.
までたどり着いたのは私だけなぜなら私は死んでるから生きてる人はあそこにいられない
Oh, so wait, when we were jumping through the portal, we saw her interact with bruh, what the fuck?
内部に入ったのええ高濃度のボイドストームは名式の内部が形になったものであると同時に入り口でもあるの真っ暗なのにまるで万華鏡みたいな高次元空間だった時空そのものがバラバラで混沌としてたわ違う時代に飲み込んだ者たちが同じ場所に現れることだってあり得る
That's so weird. This is some weird ass space. What the fuck?
あなたが多くの名式と戦ってきたのは聞いたわでもアレフ1はこれまでの相手と違うあれは
Great.
目的を遂げてしまった
So annoying.
ボイドスペースをさまよいながら見たわ飲み込まれた数々の文明を
So you're basically telling me possible alternative timelines too. Because you're telling me that multiple eras and space or basically different times can exist in the space. And if she's telling me that at some point that another civilization somewhere else has already ended, that means that there is possible for different timelines, which I hate that shite. Like, why? Why would you do this? So the void space is basically inside Aleph 1. So basically she's been inside. God. Yeah, it's PGR all over again. In PGR, I've seen many collapsed civilization timelines. God, this is dumb. She's basically explained to us that Aleph 1 is basically a black hole, and inside this black hole, time and space does not function how it normally does, and you can have different times, different eras, different space, all inside of it, all at once, and you can have possible endings, different endings for different things. And I'm just like, oh no, you pulled out the different timelines. No! This is not fun anymore.
けど今もストライダーゲートの封印をこじ開けてソラリスのすべてを飲み込もうとしてる。
Oh, that is very fun. So it wants to come back and just devour the entire planet. That's very fun. Planet might as well be sucked in by a black hole. Also, they better give us a goddamn good explanation how we're gonna beat this thing. Because they're like, I'm not saying that this thing doesn't sound very threatening, but they're like very much like precautioning us that this thing, you cannot approach like getting rid of this thing or defeating this thing in the very normal way that we have been with every other Therian. So I'm interested to see how we deal with this thing. So, yeah. But it seems like the only way to defeat this thing is with the mech, which is the Exostrider. So, do we have to do the same shit again like last time? Maybe. I mean, that's how a black hole works. History is trapped as light, long past its actual demise. Yeah, true. Black holes are very fun.
まずは家の中で休みましょう。
Nope, everything's wobbly. Probably. Oh, no, never mind. The game's just being dumb. Oh my god, my game. Oh, because I went out of the space. That's why. I was like, why did I just change right there? I went out of the space of the story, that's why. I'm scared that if I go into the cabin that it's going to put us into another part and then I won't be able to stop after. She's drifting right now. She's literally drifting. Damn, my game is like very good. She'd be drifting.
私は外でシギルムの動向を見張っておくわ。あなたは少し休んで。勝手にどこかへ行っちゃダメよ。
May as well pause for vids. Yeah, okay. We'll just leave it here then. We'll pause it here. There's no vids. We're just gonna be looking at some images and stuff on Twitter in regards to Star Rail stuff. So we're just gonna be chatting. But yeah. Well, I can also give my I can also talk about stuff about what we're doing so like in the game for. I'm just gonna leave it here. Okay, we're gonna just leave this. Let me just do this, do this. Just close this for now. What do you think of my Discord pizza? Oh, I'll have a look in just a sec here. Let me just close some tabs and open up my my other stuff here. Here. Okay, I'm actually gonna quickly go use the bathroom and then I'll be right back and then we'll look at the other stuff at the end here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me look at your Discord pizza. Nobu, let me see. Wow, lol. That's basically the entire thing just covered in pepperoni. Damn. I see how it is. Good pizza. You covered everything. Let's go. All right. I would give that a 10 out of 10 approved. Good pizza. All right. Let's look at some stuff on Twitter because I don't have any videos of anything for... Yeah, nothing come out. Nothing has came out yet that I want to watch in terms of videos. It's mostly just Twitter stuff. It's a deep dish type, half inch of crust buried under the pepperoni. Hey, let's go! That's always good. So this is just Triple Z stuff. The trio group, which I think is kind of interesting that that they picked Yuzuha, Alice, and Monato as the trio with the Angels of Delusion, or to compare. I mean, like, they were together for most of like the story, at least anyways, until, you know, we met the rest of the Spook Shack, so that's fair. One of them was already here, and then the other person joined, so, like, fair enough. What was I gonna say? I had a thought, and then my brain just went away. Clearly, if I didn't say anything, it is not important. I just found this. I like it, this image. Okay, we gonna talk about Ashvale. We're gonna talk about this guy. So, oh! Wait. Lightning... Hunt? That's the hunt symbol, right? I was gonna say, I think he's lightning the hunt symbol, like the hunt, right? Is that the hunt symbol? Question mark. I like how I played this game for so long and I still don't know, like, what the symbols are. Which I think that's very funny. Anyways. That is fine. Wait, did someone just tell me? Oh yeah, make hunt great again. Okay, great. It is the hunt. Wait! I just realized that the last lightning hunt character was Moz. God, please make make the hunt better again. Please. But yeah, so this is one of the new characters coming in 4.1. It's not coming out until then. We have already the characters that will be coming out in 4.0, which is Sparksy and oh, I always forget her name. What's her name? Oh, right here. And Yao Guang. So those are the two characters that are coming out in 4.0. He's coming out in 4.1. Apparently, what I've heard from leakers, I don't know if this is true or not, he is the only new character coming out in 4.0. So the only person you can pull for is him. There's no other like character coming out in 4.1 but him, which I think is kind of interesting but also kind of weird because we usually have two characters to pull. And the fact that leakers are saying that he's the only one, and most of the time the leakers are pretty accurate in terms of like, you know, reruns and pulls and who's coming during what update. So I'm kind of interested and kind of like, that's kind of weird that he is the only character that's going to be pullable in 4.1. So I don't know if it's because of story related things or because of other things, but that's what I heard. Hunt is better. We have Archer. That is true. That is true. What was I gonna say? I really like his splash art. It's really cool. It's really nice and really pretty. I mean, I like his design overall. It's really cool. It's really good. A lot of, I mean, he's as here he is funny detective. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, he did the whole like in the trailer for the new area, he basically just stood in a phone booth and was just talking in there. Most detective cliche thing to do. So yeah, so we get funny detective, and he is the leader for the Galaxy Rangers. So I think that's kind of interesting. A lot of people were talking about the fact that he might be like he has a lot of like in his animations, because they've leaked his animations for his attacks and his ult. And even here, this big gigantic mouth at the bottom. It's less so like because like you have dog here, but it's a shadow coming from whatever this thing here is at the bottom. There's eyeballs everywhere. There's eyeballs here. There's kind of eyeballs here, but that's just the leg of the table, so you can't see. There's a big mouth. So a lot of people were saying that he might be part of Veracity, or he has a lot of references to Veracity. Some people were saying like, oh, if he's related to Ouroboros? Yes. Which is the person with like the, I always call it the person with snake mouths. I don't know what all the like is it like a part of the person? Like are they like tentacle snake mouths, or is it like separate things? I always don't know what they look like. I don't ever know what to call them. But I can Google this, so then you guys can see what it looks like. So then we can clear it up, because I have no idea what to call those things ever. Sorry. I just like doing that because I'm just a person who likes to do that. Okay, there we go. The thing loaded. So this is what it looks like. Is it part of the person? I can't tell. I think it is, right? Because oh my god, please just, yeah, because the body's here, and then it looks like it's connected. Hold on a minute, let me pull up the full image. Scroll. No, there's a body. This is like a chair. This is a chair. This is the body. And then you have all these little weird tentacle mouthy things. Yeah, like look at these look at the mouths on the tentacles. And then you look at this one, it's kind of similar. It's not like 1-to-1, but it's very similar. And then the body, there's mouths here, there's eyeballs all over it. Zoom in the hair. The hair has tentacles too. Oh my god, they're mini mouths! Oh my god! Oh, there's just mouths. There's tentacle mouths everywhere. There's mouths here. There's eyeballs here. Okay. So basically, oh, like the thing that this thing is sitting on, the chair is sitting on like a big flat mouth itself. What the frick? Medusa combined with Hydra, yeah. So the platform that it's sitting on, it's a huge flat mouth. It has mouths growing out of it. There's a chair and then there's a person. Like, bro, this is not very fun. But the point is that people were like, oh, he has a lot of references, or there's a lot of mouths, eyeballs. Here in his splash art, and also mostly in his animations for his ult and for his attacks, because they've already leaked those. We could watch it, but I don't feel like watching it right now. So a lot of people are like, oh, he might be, you know, related to Veracity in some way. There's an image that I'm going to show you guys later. Some people think he got cursed by Veracity, because then people are like, but then it would make sense that he is like the leader for the Galaxy Rangers, if then he was involved with Veracity. So people are like, oh, maybe he is the Hunt and he is the leader of the Galaxy Rangers. It's just that he got cursed by Veracity, so that's why. And people are like, maybe that's why he also has weird hand arm. So people were kind of talking about that, but it's kind of just like up for grabs right now, because like, you know, this is all speculation and then just how we're interpreting the animations and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like the same thing how people were like, oh, like Evernight is related to Veracity because her design had a lot of mouths and a lot of eyeballs and a lot of other things as well. Very common things for Veracity as well. But we never really got an explanation of that, and it didn't seem like she was related to it at all. So it could just be another, you know, design choice. Werewolf Hunt by day, Veracity by night. True, you're right. You're right. But yeah, we have our funny detective man, that is the leader of the Hunt, or the leader of the Galaxy Rangers, and a Hunt, and lightning or electricity character. So yeah, I'm excited to pull for him. So I wait for him to come out. Oh, here we go. His here. Perfect. I love these are so cute. Some of them are really cute. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in, but this is like really bad zooming in because I'm zooming in on Twitter, and zooming in on Twitter is very annoying and very not fun. Idea, what if he's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 2 personalities, 1 body. That could be interesting too. Yeah, we could have that. Oh, not 1 good, 1 evil. That would be interesting, but then that means I get like the whole like multiple personalities in 1 body. This is like the start of like Aleph again for Reverse 1999, and then we had another similar thing that possibly happened for, was it Star Rail or was it for a different game? Was it for Triple Z or what? I don't remember. It might have been Star Rail again. I don't want the possibility again, because that would be not fun. But yeah. I think this one is super cute. He's just like it's just really cute. I just like how he's just like really tired and he's just like yawning here. Also, we get to see him without his hat, so that's kind of cute too. So yeah. I also like how his hair is like a darker color and then it like fades into a lighter color as well. So yeah, pretty cute. Also, I like this headpiece. hairpiece. Also, I love how men have long hair. It's great. I was gonna point something out for a minute, but then I was like, oh, there's nothing to point out. Yeah, and also like this. I don't know, man, but this screams curse to me, or some weird shit going on. So that's why I was kind of like, maybe he is cursed, or some weird shit's happening in relation to veracity. Because if this doesn't scream I'm cursed, then I don't know what this I don't know what this says. Because usually the last if you E6 people, usually the last fragment usually kind of like sometimes clues you in a little bit about the characters themselves, and sometimes they're just like, you know, funny little things or whatever. But like, I don't know, this just screams curse to me. Demon mode activated. True. So yeah, I don't know, but it's definitely something. It's definitely like nothing, but it's unclear of what it might be. Oh, and then here's his light cone again with the whole the wisp and stuff, which like is very involved in his attacks and his ult, especially because it seems like this stuff is coming from his other hand. It has the funny marks on it and stuff like that. So maybe him being cursed or whatever this weird stuff is related to his arm that's, you know, has, you know, a darker color and has like a pattern all over it. So maybe we'll kind of get to know and figure out what happens about that and stuff like that. But I really like this artwork though for his light cone. What does it do actually? Increase the wearer's crit rate by 18% at the start of battle or for every 4 follow-up attacks the wearer uses. The wearer gains Umbra Devourer lasting for 3 turns, while the wearer has Umbra Devourer increases attack by 40% and reduces all enemies' defense by 12%. Effects of the same kind cannot stack. That's pretty good. You get crit rate up. And then for every 4 follow-up attacks, you get Umbra Devourer. And then for 3 turns, when you have it, you get increased attack by 40%. That's good. And then you reduce enemy defense by 12%. That's pretty decent, and that's pretty good. Which this is kind of like, I've been seeing the people test beta with him, saying that he might bring back the follow-up teams, which is like godsend for me because that was my life. Like, literally for like during Patagonia time because of Ratio Team, and then later on when we went back to my brain is thinking about the wrong game, so I'm gonna say the wrong place, and then I'm just trying to like try to think about it in my brain. And then my Feixiao team, which I didn't use that much because Feixiao and Moz was supposed to replace Topaz and Ratio in the follow-up team, so then you could just swap them in, but I didn't use them as much. So lots of people are saying that he might be DPS or sub DPS for those teams, so then you can use them for follow-up teams, or you can use him with a couple of the new Amphorius characters, but people are speculating or testing in the beta for follow-up teams. And at least his light cone seems to be kind of going in that direction. So if they do bring back the follow-up team, I will... Oh, godsend! I'll be happy. That means I get to use it again. Funnier idea. What is the funny idea, Nobu? Tell me. What is the funny idea? Yeah, people are talking about it now. Yeah, Topaz, Feixiao, yeah, people are talking about it now. So, yeah, I'm interested to see because I want the goddamn follow-up team to come back. What if Asheville is like a male how there's a Rassy wolf ghost inside him, similar to how Tail haunts how. That would be hysterical, but that would be also kind of cool. That'd be funny and kind of cool. I just have more ghost people. It's either I get possessed people or I get different personalities of people, like one body, different personalities. So like, it's about the same to me. People talking about preservation character, our next tank character, which is a bit interesting. Apparently, it's supposed to be, I don't know when, 4.3 or something like that. That it says in this thing. The next preservation unit will have a enhanced basic attack, except Nihilix, the manga girl. Basically, be a later release, post 4.3 at the very least. If there are 2 5-star in 4.3, then expect them to be the preservation with EBA plus an irradiation unit. Neither are Nihilix, which is again the manga girl. So we get preservation! More preservation in 4.3! Yes! Finally! Maybe we can finally finish the grid of preservation people, because we're missing, I think, 2 elements that don't have preservation. So if we get another preservation character, yeah! More tanks! Hey, I mean, I've been getting the last I haven't gotten a preservation character. Like, I think like both Petacone and Amphoris have given me 2 like preservation characters that I've liked. And so now I'm just like, yes, more. Please give me another guy and another guy. Please give me another dude or give me another preservation character I want. Oh my god. I've been secretly hinted at being on the path of preservation. You know who my first like standard 5-star character was in this game? It was Japard. And Japard is a preservation character. And then I tried to drop him after some time and then just have healers. And then Aventurine came back and he's like, yo, preservation, come back. Come back to the side of the preservation. And I said, sure. And then we got Dan Hong in Amphorius. Which then I guess this version of Dan Hong is now convinced me, and I understand why the people out there like Dan Hong. Well, I feel like more people like base form Dan Hong, which is 4-star Dan Hong, and then the version of him in Amphorius less so than Imbibitor. Not to say that people don't like Imbibitor, but I feel like Imbibitor is like a little bit different. Kind of like not like another version of Dan Hong in like lore, in like lore and personality wise, but I think it's a little bit different from 4-star Dan Hong, and 4-star Dan Hong and Amphorius version is a little bit closer to each other. So I think people just like him better instead of my brain is slowly dying and I can't talk properly, but yeah. It's now point is I get people. I understand why you like this guy. Is that preservation Nobu Immortal Army is growing, all tanks go. You will eventually have them all. I thought it was because Imbibitor was hungry hippo for skill points. Oh, I mean that is true. I tried playing sorry, not preservation. I tried playing Imbibitor when I got him. It is so hard. It's not hard, but it's like because Imbibitor's alt form has different it has three different alt forms. You have like level 1, 2, and 3. And depending which one you pick, you're basically using more skill points. So the higher you go, the more skill points you're using and the more damage you're doing. And in general, he just uses a lot of like skill points. It's just really hard to use him unless you have someone who can just give you a lot of skill points or you're just doing a lot of damage in general. In that way, yes, Nobu, people don't like him as much. I was more so talking about in terms of like the character, like the character themselves. I find that people don't like Imbibitor as much. Like, even when Imbibitor came out, people are like, oh, look, he's really cool. And, it's very tied to, like, Dan Hong's, like, character and his story and, like, his character arc and stuff like that at the time. When the story was happening and when we got Imbibitor. But I feel like people prefer in terms of, like, character and personality of, like, base Dan Hong, which is the 4-star version, and then also Amphoria's version. I think mostly just because, like, those 2 versions of Dan Hong are very close in terms of, like, their character and personality. They're, I guess, more of what people look for in this character compared to Imbibitor. I guess, I'm not too sure, but at least that's what I can gander from the people that talk about it on Twitter and on the internet and stuff like that, and who like this character and stuff like that. And just like the amount of like fan art. Even like when Imbibitor came out, there was fan art of Imbibitor, but it was more like, like the full illustrations, kind of stuff like that, less so of like, the funny comics and other kind of shipping type kind of fun like fan art. But like like when like Amphoria's version came out for Dan Hong, there was like tons of like the funny memes, the funny like fan art and stuff like that. So I feel like most people prefer character wise, and also maybe play style wise, both base Dan Hong and also Amphoria's, and less so Imbibitor. And also Imbibitor, like, I also didn't play a lot. I think Feixiao and Imbibitor are like the 2 that I didn't play a whole lot, and I thought I was gonna play a whole lot, and then I ended up not playing. Imbibitor cracks the whip on Sparkle, give me skill points, what? True, yeah. I mean, there are characters that I have pulled for that I didn't use a lot that I thought I was gonna use, especially like 5 stars. 4 stars, it's like I'm gonna pull them eventually, and when pulling for 5 stars, I'm gonna eventually get some of these 4 stars, anyways. Like, whether they're newer ones or, like, standard 4-star characters or whatever. There's a highly likely chance that I'm gonna pull a 4-star more so than a 5-star, but there are a couple of 5 stars that are not standard because I either pulled, like, I don't count my first character that I pulled because that was a standard character for everyone. And then if you lose 50/50, sometimes you'll get standard characters, so if that happened, I don't really count that. What's a 4-star? That is true, Moz is, like, the last 4-star, and we still don't have 4 stars. So, like, what are 4 stars? Exactly. But there are a couple 5 stars that I do regret pulling for. Like, Feixiao is one of them. Like I said, because I was playing the ratio team, I thought I could just easily insert them in there and kind of just use the same team again. But I guess, like, Feixiao was, even though she was a follow-up character, I guess her playstyle was really my thing, so I didn't end up using her as much. Imbibitor was a thing. I didn't think the skill point consumption was going to be so bad, but it ended up being quite bad, and it didn't really help me a whole lot. I think other than that, I think those 2 are, like, the only people that I didn't play a whole lot. At least off the top of my head that I can remember, but I don't have the list of 5-star that I own on hand. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can open my Hoyo Labs and it would just tell me. Some of this stuff my friends saved on my account because they're like, it's Wua related stuff, and you'll thank me later once you're done the story, so I'm just skipping through it. Because I don't know when they looked at it and stuff like that. But anyways, I saw this. Apparently, Fate Strange Fake and Pragmaticus is making perfume scents for the boys. So if you want to smell like people, I don't know. It's like any single time, like, a Japanese brand says we're gonna make sense of like perfume scents of characters. I'm just like, this isn't like the first time. I mean, like they've done it for lots of other animes and other stuff like that, but I'm just like, every single time, I'm just like, what am I smelling like? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be smelling. Especially like for like, they did one for Attack on Titan characters. I'm just like, if I want to smell like them, I just go outside, roll around the dirt, and roll on some dead corpses. Then I'll smell like them, like 99% of the time when they're in the show. So like, I don't know if you really want me to smell like that, and I don't know what this perfume smells like, but you know, I shrug my shoulders. I guess it's mostly marketing. Fishao is more of a breaker than follow-up, since her alt ignores elemental weakness. It's to support super break damage. Well, that's very awkward when... Man, I know why people were like, oh, Feixiao's a follow-up character, because she's used with Moz, and Moz gets triggered for follow-up attacks whenever she attacks. And it's vice versa. So that's why. People are like, you just add them. If you just insert them into the ratio team, you still get that, but then you get the additional the super break. So it's very awkward. I guess she's in like that weird awkward space for me, I guess. It's not that I don't even have super break anyways, because if I have super break, I might as well just use the Firefly team. But I don't have that, and I don't play super break. I also do not... Oh! Black Swan. No, actually not Black Swan. Kafka. Kafka is also another character I regret pulling for, because by the time I realized that Serval didn't do enough damage for Black Swan, I think that was the time that I was just like, do I actually like my DOT team, or do I not anymore? Which then I said, it's not bad, so I'll just pull for Kafka, so then this team can do more damage. But by the time I built and started playing and had Kafka in the team, I'm just like, I don't really like DOT teams. It's like, they're very squishy. If I don't do enough damage, then I'm taking a lot of damage, and it's not very fun. So I ended up not playing my DOT team anymore, but I do regret pulling for Kafka, because I'm like, I didn't really need her at that point. I should have just like retired the Black Swan team and just said it's fine. Like Serval did her best and it was good enough. And I still probably would have pulled for Black Swan anyways, because I really liked her and stuff like that. But you know, maybe that could have been like maybe a different decision on that part. But definitely at least 100% Kafka. Definitely regret that too. I've had like 3 characters I regret pulling for now. Dang. But outside of that, I think that's pretty much it so far that I can think about, because the majority of the characters are standard characters that I lost 50-50 to, or just got randomly, or they are free characters, or I actually have interest in them. So yeah. So Mirai, for your birthday, would you like a nice bottle of golden tummy? No, I don't want this. I don't want this for my birthday. And I don't want it in general, so no thank you. I'm good. That is for Genshin related stuff. Oh, here's Dante and Leon. And then Virgil just stab sword. I just thought this was funny. I just like Leon's reaction, and then Dante's just like, this is chill, it's normal. Also, I found this. I thought this was pretty funny. Who's there? It is just my dad eating chips in a cupboard as a little plush. I think it's just funny. Dante was in Raccoon City one time. True! I've met Leon. That would be funny, and I would nod my head and be like, yo, these 2 people? That would be funny. This is what I want for Valentine's Day. I got it. It's all good. I like this one for Genshin because you have like the dad characters, quote unquote, looking after their kids, quote unquote, because you have Zhongli looking out for Hao because he becomes part of the funeral parlor after the main story for Genshin, because he's like, I just want to live as a regular person and not to be an Archon. Fun. So he becomes like dad, quote unquote, dad for Hao, or parental person. I make sure you don't do dumb things. And then you have Nuvalet looking after Farina, which we saw that heavily in the story. So yeah, we have the 2 dads and the 2 kids. I thought this was kind of funny. Also because in the story, like Nuvalet knows Zhongli, and stuff like that. And I don't know, it seems like they have some weird beef with each other. So yeah. I just thought this was funny, not because specifically doing specific drawings. I just thought it's really funny that we're like, we carry this man out to the out to the room. I'm just like, I just want this character, man. Just give him to me. I don't care about the drawings. I just want him. I thought this was just a cute drawing for a Strange Fake. It has all the characters here, or some of the characters here, so I thought it's cute. And then this is just Go Colin here. Oh, and then here's Monato. Just working with the construction crew. I just think this is kind of funny. Also, I'd love to see this as like a spin-off like comic series or whatever. If Monato works with them as like as an odd job, that would be kind of funny. So I thought that was kind of cute. This is not important. I was saving that for something else. That is lads. Made me remember this line from Acheron. Oh, this is Acheron talking about Boot Hill. His affiliation with the organization is merely a cover. It's evident that he lives only for himself, and that is exactly why I have faith in him, which is referencing to the fact that the boss of the Galaxy Rangers is a detective, and Boot Hill's goal is to track down Oswald. Boot Hill knows exactly what he's doing, which is kind of true. I mean, like, you know, like, I think this is the exact. Yeah, as I keep saying, I don't know how you got all these random people with random goals and random things that they want out of their lives to become a group together. Like the Galaxy Rangers, like in my brain, makes no sense. Because for a lot of groups in Star Rail, they have a lot of common goals. Or at least like most of the people in these groups, like for example, like the 10 Stone Hearts, generally they're like the 10 Stone Hearts, yes, work for the IPC, and you know their goals revolve around you know, the IPC and stuff like that. But in general, even though they're all different people, still have their own opinions about each other and other stuff, they still collectively kind of are working towards the same thing and wanting, quote unquote, the same things. Like for most of the groups in Star Rail, that's generally the thing. But for the Galaxy Rangers, I think it's very odd because you have a bunch of people who, like even like Acheron, Rappa, and like even Boot Hill, like just the 3 of them, they have the wants and needs of each of them are nothing similar to each other. Like none of them want the same things. None of their goals are the same. And what they want out of being in this group is also not the same thing either. They have their own reasons for being in this group, and you know, either using other people in this group for their own purpose or whatever. I mean like this is like the best example, right? Like what Acheron is saying about Boot Hill. And then in a response to that, him like wanting to find Oswald, and the fact that Ashville is a detective. That's like the most like pretty close to best person you could go ask to be like, where is this person that I'm looking for? Like this is like the epitome of like, damn, people really know what they want in this group, or at least know what they want and know what other people can do, and either use people for beneficial ways for themselves or whatever. But I feel like at the same time, people, all the people that we know currently in the Galaxy Rangers, I feel like everyone is okay with that, or that's like a very like general understanding that people have in this group. Even like the way that like Acheron talks about Boot Hill. The fact that he is only in the group and that he's doing things for himself, and that she like trusts him to some degree because of that, right? So I think it's kind of interesting. So I guess like in terms of like the Galaxy Rangers, they don't work in the very typical stereotypical way that most other groups and organizations work in this game. So I think it's interesting. Do you, Vector, and Punchy have same goals? Long-term goals? No. Short-term goals? Most of the time. Most of the time. Well, technically most of the time, because we go to school together and because we go on missions most of the time. So we obviously, short-term ones, yes. Long-term ones, no. Because I want to go back to heaven and go kick some god butt. Big god butt. Whether they help me with that or not, or, like, other things happen. And, like, for me, like, those two have their own goals and their own things that they need to settle on for themselves. In other words, you guys are also Galaxy Rangers. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We're the weirdos, too. It's okay. I'm fine being weird. I guess this is very, I just saw this and I thought it was kind of cool. But I guess this is very on topic right now because the Olympics are happening right now. So this is Cool Colin, a figure skater in Olympics. So I thought that was kind of funny. More drawings of the group. This is other stuff. This is other stuff, not important. Oh, I guess here. More, more Monato if he was construction, man. They should just make this into a thing. It would be great. I don't need this because that has a link to that. That is more Monato, more Triple Z. That's just random stuff. I think in terms of important things we've already went through. Yeah, this is all just extra random stuff. Yeah, nothing important. Yeah, so the rest is not very important. We will just close this because we don't need this right now. We are good. I checked on the site that I normally check for to see what's on in version updates and to see how far we are in terms of where we are in WUA. We're currently on like step 13 and there's 20 steps in total to finish. So I feel like we're making good pace. We're like 13 out of 20 steps. So we're doing pretty good, I feel. A lot better than Triple Z. So I feel like we're going to finish WUA in less streams than Triple Z. Even though there's like a good amount of like dialogue and stuff like that, we've still gotten pretty far and quite into it. I also wasn't talking as much, even though there was a couple of things I did comment on here and there, but a lot of it was just mostly information that was being tossed at us, and I kind of wanted to pay attention to make sure that I was like paying attention to certain things and stuff like that. And also it seemed like at least for me, it seemed like there was Especially, like, for me, because I was like, there's a lot of, like, complicated stuff with Ameth, and I'm just like, I don't want to miss something and then just, like, misunderstand her or misunderstand the situation or whatever for future reference and stuff like that. So I just wanted to pay attention to it more. But yeah. Also, there was, like sometimes when she talks about, like, some things or, you know, there's some information being talked about, I'm like, I don't really have specific things to comment here, so I also didn't have things to particularly comment about some of that stuff because it was just people talking or there was specific information, like I said, that was being told to us, so I didn't really have too much to comment on, but so far, I do like it. But I feel like depression and sadness is gonna hit us soon, just because of where we ended off. But hopefully it won't be too bad. Have we really, though? I feel like we have. I mean, 13 out of 20 steps, that's not bad. We almost made it, like, is that even halfway? No. Like, it took us 6 hours to make 3 hours worth of progress. There's 2 hours left, meaning stream will have to be at least 4 hours. I mean, we have to finish, like, step 13 because we're on step 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's like 8 more steps. Oh, on Triple Z. Oh, okay. I thought you meant on Wuwa. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, we progressed so much in Wuwa. We did more steps in Wuwa than we did in this in this stream. Then we're gonna have to do a next stream because 13 to 20, that's only 8 steps, even with more dialogue in there, which there was quite a bit of dialogue from the beginning till where we left off on Wuwa. I was like, there was quite a bit of dialogue, and we still progressed quite far. So I was like, we need that many more streams to finish Wuwa? Dang. There better be like a fuck ton of dialogue then. But yeah. See, I told you guys, this is what happens. I fucked myself up with Triple Z. I talked too much and we didn't progress further enough. If we had literally, guys, if we literally didn't talk so much on the first day when we did Triple Z and we did three sections or 2 sections for Triple Z, we would have had to do maybe one stream on Tuesday, and then we could have finished the rest of it. So we could have finished Triple Z this week, but no, because I decided to yap. During our first day, we have to do more days of streaming for Triple Z, which is fine. I don't mind. We don't stream Triple Z as much. Usually it's for like Wuwa and Star Rail because of the length of the story at this point for those 2 games compared to Triple Z. So yeah. The point is, we cannot yap so much and not progress in the game. That is the problem. We just need to just keep going and not just get stuck. But yeah. That's it for me today. I realize what time it is. I'm gonna head off for today. Tomorrow we don't have stream. We do have a clip tomorrow on Instagram, and then on Friday we're going to start Star Rail. But Star Rail does come out tomorrow. So we hopefully one day between will help a little bit and my game won't crash because we're not playing on release day, but we'll have to see. If not, maybe we can just quickly swap over to finish Triple Z or do or whatever it might be. If it really doesn't want to work or whatever, we can quickly pivot over to one of those instead. But yeah, other than that, that's it for me today. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good night. No doom scrolling. Bye-bye. See you later and sleep well. Thank you, Nobu. Thank you, App. And thank you to everyone else who came today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play through the first bit, or first half, I guess, of the Wuwa update. I'm excited to finish it and see what happens to Ameth and see what really happened to her, and hopefully it won't be too sad and I won't just bawl my eyes out for the rest of next stream when we finish it. But yeah, I'll see you guys Friday for Star Rail, and if not, I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye guys. Bye bye.